pick up the recording of what you just
A funny snippet.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Yo.
I'm too quiet over here. I'm Styles the Prophet. With me, like always, we got Bisho in the house.
What's up,
wearing
everybody?
those matching Oasis fucking sweaters. Gang.
That's what's
Gangin'.
up.
On the podcast, ones and twos, doing his thing. Jonesy,
What up? What
getting
up?
us to your house and on your TVs
Got
and in
square
your
in your
fucking
hand.
hands and shit.
I got you.
But tonight we got a special guest from
That's
Dreamland
right.
Studios. We got
Yeah.
Quest.
The one and only.
What's up?
Yeah, man. Super stoked.
That's
Seriously,
right.
super stoked to have you, man.
Yeah.
Thank
You guys at Dreamland make big noise for sure.
We try.
Yeah.
We try.
And thank you, by the way, for last week. Last week was really sick, man.
Yeah,
The master class.
masterclass.
Wow, what a blessed event it was.
Oh, it was so
Holy
sick,
shit.
man.
I've never done anything like that in my life.
And-
like to like step in front of people and try to like teach something.
Yeah.
Like it's something to know what you do, like know your craft, but to actually put it down and try to teach it.
Yeah.
That's
Well, see,
something else, man. It's
see,
crazy.
I did notice at first, like, you're like a little bit nervous, but then also like you're kind of just like giving points that like sounds like stuff that you had like written down.
Yeah.
Just giving points, going over a list sort
Yeah.
of. But then like after about 5-10 minutes, it was just like, now it was like the conversation that you wanted it to be. You know what I mean? Like it was more.
Well, that's exactly what I did. Like the first 5 minutes, man, I was nervous. Like,
Yeah, and-
well, especially the turnout of people. Like I want to thank everyone
man,
that
it was a
showed
great
up. It's
turnout.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah.
I was supposed to be in a class.
Okay.
Like a 35, 40 people class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they oversold it. So it was like over 80 people, I think now, like maybe close to
Oh,
100
that's
people.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was a good turnout.
Fuck.
So we decided to do in the auditorium downstairs. So nice decision too. Like,
Yeah.
I would say so.
that place was more of like a nice environment. Like the vibe of it was
The vibe
nicer
was,
too,
yeah.
instead of doing in a class. But what a turnout! Like I didn't
Yeah.
understand. Like I didn't
And
expect that
did
at
you-
all.
Did you guys
Like
say you're expecting like 20 people or something? I think
40,
I heard
40 max.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
40 max
That's
was
crazy.
the objective.
Okay.
No, over 85 people, and I want to thank everyone that showed up, like different generation people too. Like,
Yeah.
that's
absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
And a lot of people I'd never met face to face, so I had no idea who they were.
yeah.
Not even like on Instagram as well. Like so, that was a
That's
blessing.
cool, man. Yeah.
But to go back to what you said, the first 5 minutes were so nerve wracking
Yeah.
because you feel you like everyone's eyes on you. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy, and you can feel it. Like I don't want to mess this up. Like
Yeah,
you look like a
exactly.
fucking idiot
You're
now.
supposed to be the master.
And to be a master and look like an idiot? No, nerve wracking. But then I said, fuck the notes. Like I'm not gonna like start reading my notes.
Yeah.
And I made those notes for like 3 weeks. I was trying to like analyze what I'm gonna say, but it's impossible to like jam 16 hours in 2 hours and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
So it's impossible. So I said, fuck the notes. I'm just gonna go with the flow now. Like and I didn't want it to be like me talking for 2 hours and have a Q&A at the end. I want it to be a discussion and
Yeah.
engagement and have people ask questions as we go and feed the conversation. And that's what happened. And
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm so blessed. Like I'm still on a high. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. That's well. It definitely
I'm
turned
still
out.
pinching myself. What happened? I don't think that Ottawa ever seen something like that actually, and it's not to like be cocky or anything,
No,
but
no.
I think from my experience or my knowledge, I've never seen a music production, hip hop music production sort of masterclass before.
No, me neither.
Everyone that came, I thank them. They came with the right mindset too
Yeah.
and the right approach, and everyone fed into the conversation, discussion, and 2 hours and a half went like that. And now I think I'm gonna be doing more and
Yes.
doing a couple more of those things. But no, it was a blessing.
For sure,
I'll
man.
always cherish that moment for sure.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man. It went really well.
And
I-
then the networking at the end too
Yeah.
was beautiful
Everyone
too.
was
So
Oh yeah, we got the picture or whatever with everybody in the big group picture, and then we're standing at the top of the little like bleacher things.
Yeah.
And we were looking. I'm like, "Okay, there's Freddie," and I was like, "There's," I'm like, "We got to go talk to these
Yeah.
people," you know.
And that's exactly the point of it too, the purpose. And imagine if I could have brought my studio there too, like
Yeah.
and just
Right.
jam the ideas I was thinking in my head. Like
Fuck.
it's hard to explain how to make a beat without the computer.
Of
in
course.
front
You know,
of
it'd be
Yeah.
cool,
So-
man, if you could do like a remote thing where
Yeah.
you're at the studio and you're like, hey, guys,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
this
could
is
do
what I'm
online,
doing.
man. People do online masterclasses all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, you should do something like
web,
that.
Web seminars and stuff
exactly.
like
Yeah.
that. So I'm thinking of doing something like that. I mean,
That'd be cool.
100%,
And
man.
honestly, man, I think it'd be good because like you did well. You know what I mean? Like especially for it's your first time talking in front of a bunch of people and trying to teach something that you've only like learned. You've never
Yeah.
like taught people. So like I think it went really well for that. All being said, and you definitely got a big reaction. Like people were talking and asking questions
Oh,
and stuff,
yeah.
especially more towards the end. But it was really cool too having that entertainment lawyer was there and
Yes.
stuff
Yeah.
too. Like it
which I
wasn't.
never met before too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I heard of him. We spoke, but in person, no, never.
Yeah.
He was there too. So like, wow. And having that old guy at the end too, like
Yeah, I
saying
was-
his opinion about mixing
That's
engineering
right.
too,
Yeah.
which was cool,
Yeah,
was really
yeah,
cool.
super cool, and a lot of women too.
yeah. Oh, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not the type to be sexist at all. Like it's just like a male predominant business.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like at Tara, when I was there was like 35, 40 student, one girl.
Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
even when I
yeah.
was there, there was maybe 2 or 3 girls.
Yeah,
at
so
most.
it was cool to see at least 7, 8 of them
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Different generation, but no, man, it was beautiful.
yeah.
It was beautiful, a blessing. I'll never forget that moment for sure. I filmed the entire thing, so it's gonna be a memory I'm gonna keep for sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
fucking right,
Oh,
For
man.
yeah.
sure.
I think
but
there's
yeah.
a market for, like you say, there's a market for
We-
that though too, right? Like even if you went to the online thing, like
Yeah.
Oh,
think-
yeah.
I even said to these guys, like if you charge even $5 a head,
Yeah.
on something like that,
Yeah,
it
like
was-
a Patreon thing.
yeah. Like, man, I think a lot of people would be willing to do that
I
to
think
get like
so.
constant like
Because it'd be
You
cheaper
know,
than going to school.
exactly.
It'd be
Yeah.
cheaper. Back when I went, it was 2003, so there was no YouTube
yeah, yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
It didn't exist. So now the thing is, you want to learn via a mentor,
Sure.
which I think is the best way, or online courses or
Yeah.
tutorials.
And just to have that like you say, hands on.
Yeah.
And having
Yeah.
that someone there to
Best way to
guide
learn.
you through it.
Best
Because
way to
even
learn.
through the Tara course, like it was, I think 7 or 8 students to a class.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
And yeah, they split it up into a bunch of different groups. There
Yeah.
was
But it was more theory, music theory and stuff like that.
yeah,
So
and then like it wasn't like you didn't get that time to really get the hands on
With the guy, yeah.
like
Yeah,
like
the
a
mentor.
lot of time to sit down
Yeah.
personally. I mean, you got the studio time, but a lot of the
And-
time the professors
yeah.
weren't there. It was like your personal. You had to. I think it was 150 hours
Yeah.
of studio time they made you do.
Yeah.
And yeah, oftentimes like it was just
and I'm a big
have to come in
advocate.
by
You need
yourself.
some one-on-one time with someone that knows what he's doing
Yeah,
and just observe him while he's doing his work. So,
Hmm.
but no, there's a business for that. That's why those online masterclass exist, like the Timbaland one
you
and
should,
stuff like
you should
that.
get on that shit.
There's money to make with that for sure.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
like sell those classes. I think the Timbaland one is like 10-minute a class, and he's got 10 of them, and he sells them for like $50, I think,
Yeah. Okay.
each one for
That's-
10 minutes. And for 10 minutes, he talks about one subject and so
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So,
Mm.
but yeah, no,
Huh.
I'm at that age now. Like I want to share my knowledge with people too, and I think it's gratifying too, at some point too. And to try to teach it to people, it makes you actually, it confirms what you know too. So
Yeah.
in some
No doubt,
ways,
man.
so. And I don't know everything.
Oh, for
I don't
sure.
consider
It's
myself a
you
master.
know,
A forever
always-
learning, right?
yeah.
You're always learning.
Yeah.
I've learned something new 2 days ago on Cubase. I could do so. Like even people that engage at the discussion at the class, they taught me stuff too. Like all about I don't know everything about the business side of music.
Mm.
There's still stuff that I need to learn.
Yeah.
I need to sit down with a lawyer and do proper contracts. I've got a lot of royalties out there, but music placements, stuff like that, is such a different type of thing, and a complicated world too. But
Mm.
got a couple placements, but no, man, for sure. It gave me the bug, if we can say, like to try to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
keep on going for sure. The only thing is, this was a Friday at 2 p.m. Imagine if it was a Friday at 7 or 8 p.m. A
Oh,
lot more
true.
people could have came.
True.
I know like half of the people that were there took the day off at work, so to be
Yeah.
there. So
Or
Yeah,
even a
crazy.
Saturday, Sunday at
Yeah.
2 p.m.
I mean, even
you
if
know,
like we were
yeah.
lucky that we could even go to something like that because, like I said, usually I work as like I'm a landscaper,
Yeah.
right? So like during and it's only since the season changed over to like sort of the winter.
so
thing
you're
that
off for
I'm-
the winter. yeah.
Exactly. I get some more time. So
Yeah.
it was just blessed that we were able to
Nah,
sort of.
It
chill
was
through
fun.
as well,
It was
so.
fun. When I went home, I went to bed. It was like I ran a marathon. Like all the adrenaline rush that came flowing out
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
like
Plus
I
all
said,
the nerves before
yeah, the
too.
nerves for like
yeah,
the
man.
week previous.
Yeah.
I'm not a nervous individual. I'm very calm nature and go with the flow, down to earth. But I'm also an introverted person,
okay.
so that's why I love producing music. That's why I love the behind the scenes stuff
I
and the
feel
film
that.
camera, film videos, and take photos. And now being in front it's like a rush. It's almost like a drug too.
Yeah.
It can get addictive. I might have to start rapping now like, and go on stage and shit.
There you
But
go.
that's it.
But no, man, it was fun, and a lot of people showed up, and a lot of different type of people, and no, it was a blessing. And I have to say, I got this class because just the last year, since maybe late 2017 and early 2018, I started showing my face to places.
Okay.
I started going to networking events, or not even sometimes not even having nothing to do with music, just showing my face to places, meeting people, going for 5 to 7 happy hours, business happy hours, or
Yeah.
the Shifter Magazine's meetup, going to radio interviews, starting showing my face more, and it led up all to the masterclass. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, like, we live in a digital and social media world, but to be in person is still, or even more powerful than ever.
It
like,
goes a long way
Yeah.
for sure, man. Yeah.
You create your own
and-
opportunity that
Yes,
way, right?
absolutely.
yes, and it shows that you're serious too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it helps them to get a vibe for you. You know,
Yeah.
instead
Yeah,
of
of
like, oh, I
course.
got an email from this guy, I don't know what he
Yes.
looks like, or like,
or
right?
a text or a
Like,
DM.
yeah.
And it's easy to DM someone, and now they put emojis to make sure that you get the feeling of the DM. So because sometimes it can be like interpreted in a wrong way, but
Absolutely.
no, it's showing your face and like that's my best advice for someone,
Yeah.
rapper, artist, or producer. Show your face. Like go to networking events, and you'll see like your name start mentioning it somewhere as other places in people's mind too. Especially if you have like a nice presentation about
Yeah,
yourself too, and
yeah.
you present yourself well, and
Personable and
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
it goes a long way, man. And
Mm.
that's what I've been doing since late 2017. And even though I've been producing music since 2003, it's only since that time that I started getting recognized on both sides of the river.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Gatineau.
The
I'm from the
Gatineau side,
Quebec
true.
side, so I am French.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. So I've worked with a lot of rappers, but on the French side. And now people are starting noticing on the other side of the river too. And that's why I'm here now too. Like,
Yeah.
You guys
yeah,
chilling.
yeah, dude.
Chilling. I've been talking most of the time now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, no.
see, I get used to it. now.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
and you had mentioned this too, like you guys went over it a bit at the masterclass, but like when did you start the whole like Dreamland thing?
Since late 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My previous company / record label was DFP, called Délit de Fit Production, which is a French name.
Okay. Yeah.
And it means
Thanks.
hit and run production.
Oh, okay.
You do a hit and run with it.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good,
That's
like,
sick, man.
Délit de Fit Production. And I've been running with that team for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And I wanted a new challenge. I felt like rebranding it. I felt like starting a new chapter too.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's good to sometimes reinvent yourself too, and go with a new challenge, rebrand yourself.
For sure.
And 10 years, I thought it was enough too. And most of the people I worked with starting having families and kids
Yeah,
and stuff,
true,
and
true.
stop rapping.
Well,
And I wanted to sort of like leave the French rap aside a bit and
Yeah.
start doing fully just English rap. And because the market's just bigger too. And
yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
and I'm heavy came in the picture.
Well, and that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say is so like you have a bunch of fucking great artists when you started the Dreamland thing, did you have these artists with you already as part of that
It
like
was
dream, or did you just start Dreamland and start grabbing, like, you know what I mean?
well. I'll tell you how it started exactly. I'm working on the Heavy's next album,
Yeah, yeah.
and on that
Shout
album,
out Heavy.
shout out Heavy.
We
That's
watching.
that's my brother. Like, yeah, we'll go into more details later on, but he changed my life a bit too. So, we're working on this new album, and there's a song on the album that's called "One Night in Dreamland,"
Yeah, okay.
and it has nothing to do with the label itself. The label was still called DFP at that time and stuff like
Okay.
that. So, and then I thought, like, that sounds good. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just one night in Ottawa, Dreamland, or
Yeah.
the land of dreams, or people that leave the city to go fulfill their dreams elsewhere instead of staying here. And like, Dreamland, that sounds nice. I like the ring of it. And keep in mind, I didn't know Dreamville existed.
I don't even know what's Dreamville.
That's J. Cole, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even
okay.
know.
Yeah.
You don't even know you
No, I
yourself.
didn't
so-
even know either. Shit, man. Fuck.
It's a J. Cole's crew.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought it sounded nice, Dreamland.
Well, it's like Wonderland, you know, Alice in
Yeah.
Wonderland, but it's like Dreamland.
Yeah,
you know, like we build the
Dreamland.
dreams. Like-
and my initials are DL,
oh, yeah, that's
Dreamland.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
so it kind of like stuck.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sick, man.
so the name stayed, Dreamland. It
That's
was just
so
me and
sick.
Heavy. The logo didn't exist yet. Then we started rapping Dreamland hashtag in stories, and then Dip Black came into the picture
Yeah.
out of nowhere. He reached out on Instagram. Hey, I want a beat. I sent him a beat. I checked his stuff. He sounds sick. He sounds
Yeah.
like a Busta Rhymes type of rapper
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which I love. And then he sent back a verse. He said, "You want to put Heavy on it?" And I'm very open minded with working with people like that. I don't go like straight to the prices. You have to buy a beat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I'll give a beat, especially if the person approaches in the right way too.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
oh, I like your stuff. And I went and check his stuff. He's good and stuff. Like, oh yeah, why not? I'll give him a beat, and why not? And it takes me 5 minutes to do a beat, so yeah, I'll send a beat, and then he sends a killer verse on it. Heavy was with me at the time. He jumps on the track, and the track became Liu Kang, which we
Nice.
shot a
Yeah.
video
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then he's never left since. The Black,
Yeah.
and then he's part of the crew.
You
That's
guys are
sick.
working on a new one right now, yeah? Cobain?
Yes, we
Nice.
shot the video last weekend.
Nice.
Last Sunday, 2 days after the masterclass, we shot the video. Shout out to 350 Co, sick
Yeah.
video production company in Ottawa,
Okay.
and that's
I see
coming out
them.
soon. But yeah, it started me, Heavy, The Black came in the picture, then Cape joined, then Misha joined.
Shout out Cafe.
Shout out
Misha.
Cape.
Yeah,
Cape is
yeah.
amazing
Shit.
too.
Oh, yeah, we had
Cafe
him on.
through.
He
Yeah, we had him
fucking.
through.
What a
He's-
talent.
He's
Oh,
talented. He's
man.
talented. Young and talented.
Dude, this
man.
guy's nuts.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
super good in the studio too.
We saw him at the Aaron Cohen show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He's
right.
got an old soul too. Like, he listens to boom bap, old school rap, and
Nice.
he's only like 21. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's super young, man.
And I
It's
don't understand, but-
impressive.
pure lyricism.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
And he just goes like.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, he's hard.
Skills.
He's hard. Misha came in the picture. Shout out to Misha. She's
Yeah,
dope
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
She's on point. She's like my right hand, if we can say, because she's super organized. She's like the
Yeah.
logistic people. She's good with numbers. She's good with managing the necessary equipment that you need to set up a show and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she's very logistics, and she went to Tara as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
So that's cool. Then Arfi came into the picture.
Yeah. Shout out Arfi too,
Arfi,
man.
he had his
He's just
masterclass
masterclass
tonight.
today,
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
we wanted to go, but
Things it didn't
me
work
too.
out.
It didn't work out at all.
yeah.
I couldn't.
And you guys have a collab thing with him too. He made the.
Yes, he's
That's
like the
right.
fashion designer.
Oh, he does all the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I
All
thought
that's
it
fashion.
was just those camo.
No,
hoodies. He-
anything.
Oh,
Anything that
sick.
you need, fashion design, even artwork for albums, the toques and stuff like that. That's all
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Like that just came in. That's special.
So I know
Yeah,
you just launched the website too.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring that up here so
Yeah.
so that people can
Yeah.
see
Well,
it.
because and
Show
like
him.
I knew he had his own
Yes.
his own
Yes,
thing and
Arfi
stuff.
Lalani Designs.
But I thought he just collabed with you on those hoodies, but he makes all your stuff.
Yes, he's
Oh,
part of
that's
Dreamland.
awesome. That's
He's
awesome.
part of Dreamland.
Yeah.
Without losing his own identity as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's still his own thing. But
Well,
So yeah, check
when
out
I was
these
talking to
fucking
you
sweaters.
guys at
Sorry, continue.
yeah, no, I want one of those beanies.
Me too,
So
actually.
you see the whole team right there, like Arfie's there. No, he's part of Dreamland.
But no, whenever we were outside of Cranium there on the Saturday at Babylon, we were talking and Heavy was there. I'm like, oh, hey, nice fucking jacket. He had that big fur jacket.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, it's actually this guy right here. And Arfie was standing there. And I was like, oh, really? What the fuck? Like, that's so sick.
I've
So I
seen,
want
I've
one of
seen
those
him
jackets.
in that big fur
Yeah.
coat a few times. That's right.
That's right.
And also we have Kibi, the boss, in the team. He's also he's the owner of Shifter Magazine
Okay.
and Shifter Agency. They do a lot for the culture in the city as
Yeah.
well. Check him out.
Yeah,
Check Shifter Magazines if you don't know what they are.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to the one guy there that was at the masterclass. I
Yeah.
was talking to him.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there. He was there.
I
That's KB. KB the
KB,
boss.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought so.
okay, I see.
KB
Okay,
the
so then
boss,
I was
yeah.
talking to him then, yeah.
He
We're talking about trying to get him on, and he'd
You
be a
should.
good guy to talk to about a lot of things.
Very
man.
interesting dude, and he knows a lot of people, and they're doing big things too. Shifter Magazine is just another platform like you guys that we never saw in Ottawa before. Like,
Yeah, well, that's
we
just
never
it. Is
used to see those type of
that,
things.
that's
so.
why he'd be good to talk to too, is because it's like, you know, it's we're all aiming at the same thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like we just
Absolutely.
want to like fucking boost everybody up, right?
Yeah.
And bring everybody together and whatever,
unite
right?
the
It's
city,
it's
man.
creating the infrastructure in Ottawa to make it possible for artists and just creative people in general to be able to stay in Ottawa
And
Yeah.
succeed, at
and
what they're
succeed,
doing,
right?
Yeah.
So whereas before, you know, they've got to go out to a bigger city,
Yeah.
they've got to go out to the States, they've got to go wherever, because there's no infrastructure, there's no platforms
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
to cultivate that kind of,
Yeah, no, exactly.
you know,
That's it. And we just need
culture,
to
so.
stay. Like, that's it. And people collaborate together and start building structures.
Exactly.
And for people to stay. And I think we're starting to notice now. Like, we're starting to see that, especially in the last couple months, man.
Yeah.
Rappers like City Fidelia doing big things
Yeah.
and staying in
Yeah.
Ottawa. He could have left to Toronto. Like, he's probably
Yeah.
our biggest rapper right now. And he's staying.
Yeah.
He's staying in
Holding it
Ottawa.
down.
So holding it
sick.
down, and I love my city. I love the region that we have. We have so
100%,
much
yeah.
talent. It's insane.
Absolutely, man.
It's crazy. I think we have better music than Toronto. Actually, it's more authentic. It
Right,
sound
right.
like
Yeah.
Toronto sounds like Toronto, but us, we are all different individuals. You can see by the Dreamland sessions too.
Yeah,
like
man.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
all
That's
of them
another
sound
thing.
different. They're all people from Ottawa, and that's why I started that project. It's just for showcasing the talents we have here.
And that's such a good idea, man.
I look forward to getting
Simple.
on.
I think
Yeah, you
that's
should
so
pull. You
sick.
should pull up a Dreamland session for all of our viewers out there.
Yo,
I can do
actually, you
that.
know what?
yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Go,
Can we pull up
show the
Cap-
last one I just released
Okay, okay.
today.
Yeah. Oh, was it Dip Black too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
made
that was
people
pretty
vote,
dope.
right? I made people vote.
Yeah, I
for
voted on a
favorite-
few.
Yeah. So the Black was the winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you write Dreamland, you
I have to
can.
get Jonesy on one of those.
Yeah, he's supposed to do one.
Yeah.
Of
I
course.
can't wait. I think I already have a verse that I want to, work. So I'm just
You know
gonna
what's the concept though?
60. Yeah.
On the
16
spot.
On the spot. Oh, so I have to write the bar like the right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't pre-write.
On
Oh,
the
okay.
on the spot.
All right.
I do the beat on the spot. You write on the spot, and then you record it, and I film it.
Oh, okay.
Everything
Yeah.
fresh.
All right. I can. All right. I'll do that.
And
then. Yeah.
I like a bit of pressure on the people, like to try to deliver the best things they
Yeah,
can
no
say
doubt, man.
in 16 bars or
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
That's sick.
So that's the
Love the
last one I
concept.
just dropped.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna bring it up here on the screen so everyone else can see
DJ,
it.
play
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking beat.
Take a look inside Dreamland Studios.
So actually, I'll
Oh,
just
by
put
the
this
way,
here.
your studio is so nice.
Oh,
Dreamland,
Pop a quest on the beat.
Dreamland Sessions.
Get it.
I've been rolling in this bitches like I'm He-Man. And my circle staying smaller than that wee man. Tell them suckers they can't cut it like the wee man.
Hey.
Sleep on me, but nightmares turn into a dreamland. That's a flex when the lights go, where the nights go. I ain't fucking with you kids like Michael. I've been all about the biz like Geico. Y'all know what it is like LIFO. Fixer, I'm rolling like the mixer. I'm smoking on a Philly till I'm ballin' like a sixer. I'm fucking
Yeah.
with a bitch who probably fucking up your sister. All about the click like a picture. danger. That's dope, dope,
I like
dope
the
like
sound
a
effect,
hookah, cause they never want smoke. Don't choke like you're Luca, I'm the soap. Soap, soap to your loofah. Drive the boat like I'm tuna. What's a jag to a cougar? Dreamland.
Boom.
Did you get it? There's a lot of nice punchlines
Oh,
in there.
for
It's
sure,
crazy. You have to
yeah.
listen a couple times, but yeah, that's Dip. That's Dip Black right there.
Yeah, that was fire.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely.
Are we not?
Get this off here. Yeah, we're definitely subscribed
I
already.
know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, and Dip Black's sick, man. Fucking, we want to get him on too.
Yeah, you should.
Absolutely.
should
Yeah,
be.
we gotta definitely.
And you know what's crazy about him? He's just started recording this summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
All right, we got something for you guys. There you go.
Oh wow! I
Oh,
was just about to
thank
pour
you.
myself a drink here.
Belgian
Oh
white.
my
here.
god! Oh fuck!
Right on.
You know what? My work sells this actually.
You what?
My work.
Of course, it's the best beer. You want one too?
I'm good, actually. I'm just gonna finish off the rest of my
Oh,
drink.
how
here.
rude!
I'm sorry. I mean, now you made me feel
Cheers.
bad.
No, I am trying to make. you
Yo,
feel
yeah,
bad.
cheers,
Oh
man.
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Cheers!
See, that's karma right there.
Oh, yeah, happened to me too.
Cheers.
It wasn't a bag. Yeah.
Cheers!
Oh,
B.
And
we
cheers
go.
to all the
and
people
success to your
watching.
podcast.
Thank you,
and-
sir.
have a
Appreciate
quick,
that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say thanks to all the people watching,
Dreamland, man. Fuck.
Anyone that's watching that's not subscribed, make sure to just go ahead
It
and hit
goes
that
up.
subscribe button.
Both to
Where's he going?
both to 4G and to Dreamland.
Yeah, to all.
What does 4G stand for?
Good question.
Yeah.
So, are we allowed to say it in public?
Well, yeah, why not?
I like asking those people those questions to people or rappers. Where did
So,
they get their name from? Or
I
something?
kind of have like a crazy long story for it, but it's the number on the door
Okay.
outside, so it's like 4G.
It's actually 4G.
Yeah. But there's so have you ever heard of 4G autos? It's like a like the big rims.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
so you see it in like the Dirty South where they have like the big like 20 or 28-inch rims and shit. Anyway, so it's 4G auto, but I thought it was 4G auto, like automobile, but it's FORGIATO.
Okay.
I think
All
it's
in one word,
Italian
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And so I always thought it was 4G auto, and then I found out it's not. But so one day I was standing outside having a smoke, and I'm like, 4G audio. And I was like,
4G,
it kind
yeah.
of sounds the same,
Wow.
right?
That's crazy.
So, I mean, like I said,
That's lucky,
mine's
actually.
kind of like a fair stretch and whatever, but
No, I like it. It's
got-
the address.
yeah,
That's the
well, and
address,
most
yeah,
people,
basically.
most people when they roll up, they go, "Oh,
I
see
get it
why it's
now."
4G."
So now everyone else gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and it's like something so simple too, you know.
Yeah, we've had all kinds of questions like, "Oh, is that like the internet network
Yeah.
thing?"
I thought it was that
Maybe?
first.
It's
too.
four
Is
gangsters.
this four
Four
guys.
guys,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
what's going on there?
That's good.
but
Everyone knows
now,
that.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
address.
You don't have to think too hard sometimes. in life, like,
Yeah. Oh shit.
So, you should, let's take us back before Dreamland.
Can I?
and,
Sorry, just before we do that, I actually got a question here from a listener for Quest.
really?
Oh, yeah.
What's your go-to VST for leads and bass?
Shout out Zach, by the way.
Yeah,
This
from
comes
Zach.
Zach Lavoie. Yeah? No, sorry.
Zach
McCorder. He's a homie of
Nice.
ours.
Yeah.
He's a
Shout
DJ.
out Zach.
Shout out just Zach.
Wow, my favorite.
Like, what's your
VST?
for bass and leads, and what's your approach on bass lines and melodies with with that whatever VST you use?
Nexus for sure.
Yeah.
REFX Nexus 2. Beautiful sounds in there. Like, it's rich sounds. Crazy. If you don't know it, go check it out right now. Like, it's it's time to buy
Black Friday.
VSTs
Yeah, that's
right
Man,
now.
yo,
Yeah.
so-
speaking of which, I actually
It's
made
actually
use
the
of
time,
that
like,
tonight.
No, I've been using that one. I use a lot, but this is my favorite one. Nexus, I could be like a sponsor to them. Like it's
Yeah.
so much. I love their product and that VST for sure.
That's sick.
The way it works, you buy it and then it comes with their stock sound, but you can add on the library of sounds to it. So you buy extra libraries. I have all the trap libraries and hip hop libraries to add to it, and just purchase Nexus with the hip hop and trap library. You won't regret it. The drums in there too and the bass sounds are perfect. They're beautiful for the urban music that I'm doing right now, and also the the swing on it too, and the modulation too. That the way you can like modulate the bass to make it more like flowy instead of big notes that kick. Vroom. It's slide bass. Or slide bass, sorry. And that's my favorite bass right now to do, like in any type of beats, like you slide the bass notes. What's my approach? I always try to find the frequency of the bass to match the kick drum first and to not overpower the kick drum, because you need both in a good hip hop beat. Like you don't want to like have the 808 classic 808 bass to overpower the rest of the beat. So you're trying to find a kick drum that's snappy, a bit clearer, and then match a bass with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but and what you do in the bass line is you cut off the frequency of the kick drum. You just cut it off on the EQ, so that way the kick leads in it instead of being over it and or under it,
because they fight for that same frequency response.
Yeah, exactly. So, and what's my approach? I always start with a simple bass line. I try to match the kick pattern. Always do a 808 bass on the kicks, and then when I have my basic skeleton of a bass, I start adding new notes over it.
Okay.
You add notes to it, like
So
you make long notes
as you go,
and then I build it. I add extra notes. So when you add a note over it, it slides. It starts sliding. Boom, boom,
Yeah. It's the same, like anyone that uses FL Studio probably knows that exactly. Like in the piano roll or whatever, you sort of build it.
So I use a lot the piano roll.
Also, I just want to say, if there's anybody from Nexus watching,
Yes.
Give Quest a shout.
Yes, I want my own library in there, like the Dreamland library.
Studios.
That'd be crazy.
Hit him up, because he's fucking endorsing the shit out of your stuff.
Oh, no, I love it. I'm a fan. I'm endorsing it. I should have a t-shirt.
Fucking right,
or a mug.
They should be send you something.
One more trick, too, to make a nice bass is you slide it a bit to the right. You take the whole bass line after the kick.
Okay, right.
So the kick hits, and then just a millisecond after the bass.
Okay.
So they don't quantize, so they're on point together. Just slide it a bit to the right. It makes it even punch more. Like,
okay.
It's crazy.
That's good advice.
Just simple tricks like that.
Yeah.
Simple tricks, especially in drums and bass. Try to keep it as natural as possible. Like I said at the class, I don't like quantizing my stuff too much, so it sounds robotic and too much like techno music, like very on point. I like to even snares, for example. I always pick 2 snares.
Yeah, and I think a lot of quantize,
and then move them a lot, like so they're not on top of each other.
You want it right on the grid. But a lot of quantize software or like plugins and shit, like they have the
swing
option. Yeah. So you can sort of like take.
I
it
like
off
swinging
the grid
my
a little
own
bit.
way. So I go in the piano roll and move the notes.
Oh, okay. You just do it manually? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I have more control on it. Also, for a nice bass line, velocity plays a big role, more than we think.
So you want like a high velocity or lower? Sort of under there?
Don't put every note on the same velocity.
On the same, okay, right. So yeah.
Switch, like, especially if you have a bass that comes back into the first bass, like let's say the loop repeats itself. The bass before, you want to switch it up to make it a bit less loud.
Right.
And then when it comes back in the first bass, it hits more.
Yeah.
Velocity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Velocity, EQ, and quantize, man. And you'll have nicer
Your best friends.
There you go. At the end, but
that's some good advice.
Nexus. You should. Everyone should go get it.
He said he's checking it out right now.
He's gonna check it out tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Speaking of the Black Friday deals, I got an Isotope bundle.
Yeah.
That was regular price for the bundle that I got, which was about 7 or 8 plugins total. It was like the RX, like denoise and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Regular like $900. Yeah. I got it for $65. No joke, man. No joke. I was just scrolling through.
Today?
Yeah, man. Today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got all the I get all the regular emails.
That's crazy.
And like the newsletters and stuff. Yeah. So they send me this big.
That's
email
crazy.
Saying big
well,
I
bought all my VSTs and plugins on a Cyber Monday or Black Friday deal, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the best time of the year.
No doubt.
And you bought it for $65.
$65. I can show you the
it means it's
right
worth
now.
$65. Like really, like
these plugins are like they're
they're good. They're good.
Oh, they're amazing.
Isotope.
Like they definitely put because I found that for doing this for a long time that I sort of plateaued for a little bit because I wasn't investing into
good
newer
plugins.
things, I just like I had what I had, and it did what I needed for the time. But I found, like I said, I plateaued at a certain sound quality and production level until I started investing in good plugins and software.
Having the right ones too.
It boosted my game
of course
a million times over.
You can do magic with just the custom plugins that come with the software, but the stock. But adding on new plugins, like at my studio setup, I've kept the same setup. It's just the only thing that changes is the new plugins that go in and that make your sound get better and the experience too, and the knowledge. But my setup itself, it never changed. It never changes. It's the same thing. It's just more experience now. But man, today is the day to buy plugins.
It
go
is,
buy.
Get them.
I bought the platinum bundle from Waves. On a Cyber Monday too, and it was like 75% off. And if you want plugins, go buy that bundle.
Yeah.
If you want to start with good plugins, Isotope, but Wave, you should start with Waves hands-on.
Yeah.
Hands-on before. That's the first bundle that someone should buy.
Yeah,
the actual ones.
The most sort of user-friendly or most intuitive.
User-friendly, but the most accurate too.
Yeah, okay.
Like. They're not like Isotope. Isotope, they're all beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
They have nice graphics. The other one, they're basic, but powerful.
Right.
They do the job. That's what they're meant for.
For
like,
sure.
They're all nice to watch.
Yeah, but the other ones are all shiny and stuff
It's
like
true,
that.
they look good.
You don't need that thing. You just need what's inside of it, the motor, like what's the algorithm, what makes your sound better too. And they sound more analog-ish too. The waves, yeah. They get you get a richer sound at the end too. So
Okay.
I suggest anyone listening right now go buy the bundle right now.
Absolutely. You heard the boss.
That would be the best day too. So
Just want to say
That's
shout
right.
out Rocky too.
Yeah, for sure.
Rocky says love
Much
this
love.
podcast and Quest is a beast.
Rocky. Oh no, I know Rock.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he knows you
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocky.
What's up?
Promotions.
No, he's been a day one fan, like
Oh,
or
yeah.
a supporter. He knows what DFP is for sure.
Shout out
For sure.
Timinator. I was
Yeah.
rocking Timinator's mix on the way here a little bit.
That's
Fucking right, man.
But
Time
yes,
later.
Dreamland, man. Now I'm in Dreamland.
Yeah, man.
For
And
the- that's it.
it's funny just because like even seeing it from the outside too, like we like just in the last maybe like 3 or 4 months maybe or something like that have like started hearing about you guys and stuff. But like just seeing it, I'm like, oh, it's like already like I feel I've from seeing you at first, I was like, oh, they've already been like doing this for so fucking long, and like Dreamland's been a thing forever. Like, how did I not know? And then you're like saying like the end of 2017, so
Yeah.
like 2 years ago or whatever, which is still like a long time as well. But just that I'm like, oh fuck,
It's definitely more recent than
so
what
point
I had.
is I feel like the momentum you
thought.
have is of someone like of a like a group that has been doing it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm stumbling over my shit, but you know what I mean.
It's well, even myself, like Arfi, I met just this summer.
Oh yeah,
and he's already like one of my best friends.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
And-
I remember you saying that. Now that you say it,
And it's just like the whole team how it got together. It was such an organic way, not forced at all.
Yeah,
that it feels like we've been together and known each other for a long time, but it's barely a year. No, not even a couple months, 7-8 months.
Yeah, that's
Evie
crazy,
I've
though,
known
and
before, but the rest of the team that showed up, it's just since this year, and we bonded so fast that whenever you see pictures or videos, it feels like we've been friends since we're 10 years old. But no, I don't know. It's funny, like when you start realizing who you are as a person. I'm not even talking about music. Just when you know who you are and who you're, what's your mindset, what type of person are you in life, you start attracting people like that.
Yeah,
you
true.
just do.
Yeah.
You just do. Life works in mysterious ways.
Oh, that's
like
for sure.
minds
It's crazy.
attract
Yes,
like
they do.
minds or
They
whatever,
do.
yeah,
It's just
something
up
like
to
that.
you to seize the opportunity and
That's
make it
right.
happen.
Yeah.
Dip Black, he's one of the sickest rapper I've worked with in my entire career, and I've only started working with him in the last 6 months, and it's been a blessing how he came out of nowhere, like left hand, and he's in the picture now, and he's my favorite rapper to work with. not my favorite. They're all my favorites.
I was like, well,
There it
careful,
is.
man.
No, they're all my favorites. They all have different personality and different approach. They're all my
course.
favorite. I can't say that.
That must be one of the best parts about producing
Yes,
for
yes,
many artists.
Yes, and a good trick to become a better music producer is to work with different kind of
Of
rappers
course,
Yeah.
too.
man, yeah, that
Not
would only
stick-
make you better.
Yes,
right?
not stick to one type of music or
Yeah.
type of rapper.
Yeah.
You're gonna be typecasted or like you're
Put
gonna
in
be
a box, basically.
and you
It's
won't
like-
step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But try working with different type of rappers or different type of music too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Music, just try experiment different genres of music.
Yeah, have you
I've done some
anything- yeah?
rock albums. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. At Tara, we used to record a lot of rock music, and
I was
So
the
you
only
said you
hip hop
went there-
dude when
Yeah.
I was in there.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
I think I was
Cool.
the only one too.
Did you say you went there 2003?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
it's
I'm that
audio.
old.
It's an audio recording school,
Yeah, it's
right?
not like
So,
rap, yeah.
It's not they don't teach you production
Yeah.
itself. It's more the engineering side
Yeah,
of music.
yeah,
So
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. We got another question actually from the same homie Zach.
Jeepers.
What's your take on mastering? What are some key audio effects to throw on it? Do you load up the master bus or do you keep it all on the same track channel / group?
wow, good question. Good question. Well, first of all, I'm gonna say the mixing of a song before mastering a song. The mixing of a song is more important than anything else. If your mix sounds shitty, your master is gonna be hard as fuck to do.
Yeah, 100%.
And the way I mix, I already like master the song as we go too. It's a bit hard to explain, but I spend a lot more time and focus on mixing the song till it sounds good, and then the master I spend about 30 minutes on.
So when you
To
like,
be honest.
so just to clarify on that, like, so for me, anyways, like, because I didn't really have too much experience with mastering at all. Like I would just do the best mix that I could,
Yeah.
bounce it down to MP3 or Wave or
Yeah.
whatever, and be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so would you like? So you would take your stereo bounce,
Yeah.
and reload it up and put plugins
Well, it
and
depends.
master that,
what,
or do you?
Well, it depends what approach of mastering you're gonna do. If you're gonna master the song yourself, you might as well keep it in the same session and just put your effects on the master bus.
Right.
Yes. And to go back to the question, what effects do I put? Sorry. Stereo imager first, just to make the master bus song sound wider a bit. Just a EQ, and the EQ I use is just I raise a bit of high, a bit of lows, and keep the mids flat. Multi-compressor, just to compress different sections of the song itself a bit more than the rest. Depends on what song I'm mastering at that point. Then you would put a limiter. Limiter makes sure your mix sounds as high as it can without peaking.
Clipping, right?
But I don't master myself. I always use now I use Lander. I use an
right.
online service, mastering service, which works perfectly. What I do is I export the song at -6 dB with those plugins that I've said. Minus the limiter, I take it off and just master at -6. Export it stereo. The highest resolution you can, highest definition you can, and then you put it in Lander and masters the song in 5 minutes. It's an algorithm system software,
Yeah.
a bit like the
See,
Isotope mastering software
Right,
do.
which is what I've
It's the
been
same
using.
thing.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Isotope does a nice bundle of mastering suite, and it's the same thing. You
Oh,
put
is
your
it-
song in it, and it calculates the
So
algorithms. of the
Ozone
song.
8 is what I use
But
for
see,
mastering.
I've heard
That's-
2 songs
my
now
go-to.
from Lander. One was Demons. Remember?
Yeah.
and
Timinator
then one,
sent that off.
one was
actually.
a ruckus song.
He's requested we play that tonight too.
Oh yeah,
so,
and one was a ruckus song, but I found that it sounded like the vocals were like separate from the
But that's the
beat
mix.
kind of thing.
But
You know what
that's
I
the
mean?
mix.
Like it was like
That goes back to the mix.
Oh, I see what you say. Yeah,
Mastering doesn't touch your volumes on the track.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't affect your volumes or your levels.
It just sounded like they were separated. Like it was like
It's a bit
you just
li-
took the 2 and like put them on. Like
Yeah, but it like mastering. What it does, it's like the clear coat on the paint.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So you have to.
That's how I explain it to people who don't understand music at all. It's like the nice clear coat finish on your actual paint job, but
you still gotta paint it.
You still have like to do a nice paint job.
Yeah. Which is all.
That's what I say to people. Like, try to mix your songs better and try to learn that craft better.
Yeah, quality in, quality out.
Yeah, and then the mastering is gonna be good. I've mastered over 500 songs in Lander now, and they all sound decent. They all sound good.
Yeah.
I recommend it. You can use mastering studios too. Like, it's actual people that master your songs.
Yeah.
They only do that. They use hardware or software.
Yeah.
I use Lander because it's quick and efficient, and also it works as a cloud, so I have access to those songs anywhere I am.
Oh, true. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
okay,
pretty
that's
convenient.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Super smart.
And anybody at fucking Lander
Yes,
watching
I want.
here?
Yeah.
I am Quest on Instagram.
I'm Doc.
At iam.quest.
So
Same on YouTube.
So mastering
Facebook?
is not that complicated, but mix.
Yeah.
Take time to mix your songs properly. Make sure all the levels are correct. Make sure all your frequencies are correct.
It was actually
too.
you telling me the getting your master bus to the -6 dB before
while exporting it.
Right. So that
because
actually
it keeps volume. It leaves.
so it leaves dynamic room,
Yes,
right? So it gives some headroom for any sort of like boosting or compressing, whatever you need to do. That because there was one thing that I sort of stuck with me going through the schooling was when you're you're getting your levels initially for your tracking to get it as hot as you can, like as loud as you can without clipping, right? So I sort of just carried that all the way through and wanted my mix bus to be as loud as I could get it without it clipping, right? So every time I was bouncing it down, it was just getting to like I was making it hit that -0.1 or whatever. But I found, like I said, after, and that was just mixed, like just a general mix that I would do that, and that's as far as I would go.
Yeah.
But then after learning, okay, get it to -6, put a limiter on the master bus, run some, and then it just gave everything a more of a clarity. And boosted levels that and it made stuff really pop after that. I found.
Of course.
There was just a big difference I noticed after doing that.
If your mix sounds good at -6 dB, it's gonna sound good at 0 or +6 dB, whatever the limit of the decibel is. That's just the way I think. Like, when I mix my songs, like I said at the class, I always mix at low conversation levels. I don't boost the speakers. You don't need to like make the room shake or shit like that. I don't even have a sub speaker. I just use 2 monitors, flat monitors.
Yeah, what were those monitors you used?
Genelex.
Genelex, yeah. Because we had just went to the music store there, and I looked around, and I was like, I don't even see it. Fucking.
They're there.
Are they?
Yeah.
You might have to add. They just weren't on display, maybe.
Yeah,
True,
they're there. Well, they're supposed to. If not, they're idiots. But if they're not there, it's because they're so popular too. So
True, yeah.
But no, I always mix at conversation level. I make sure. But when I mix the song, my stereo bus it peaks. It peaks like I make it as hot as possible too. My kick drum is snappy. It kicks at. And then when it comes time to master it, you just bring the fader down to make sure it's at -6 dB. Now it doesn't clip at all because it has headroom. And then when your mix, all the volumes in the mix are proper. All the frequencies are proper. Because sometimes when the voice doesn't sound like it's part of the song, or it just sounds like a part of it.
Yeah.
Apart from the beat.
Yeah.
It's because it's not the beat itself is not well EQ'd.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say you have a melody, lead melody in your beat on the same frequency as the rapper's vocals.
Yeah.
They're gonna fight each other for that spot.
Yeah, because they're both
song.
on the same frequency or whatever, right? That's how you were saying earlier. You do things on different frequencies.
Yes.
Like,
It's all mathematics.
Yeah.
It's all mathematics.
Well, actually, there used to be a band in Ottawa called For the Mathematics.
Yeah.
And the genre of music they did was called math metal or something, or mathematic metal or something.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Is all it's all literally math. Like they
Yeah.
write their music by doing these math equations or whatever, right? It's all like fucking, but
Yeah,
it all
well-
comes out to music because
I'm not that deep
It's
into
like-
mathematics. But
no, yeah, me neither. But,
But the best trick I can give to anyone, like,
yeah,
start getting good at EQing your sounds. Your sounds, like anything, like
Which is something you really got to train your ears for.
Yes.
That's so hard to do, right?
Yes.
It's like something that's
yes,
it's like to learn where frequencies sit in a mix. Like
yes. And I'm
It took me
starting to
forever.
get good at it. Like,
to learn to drop the
Well,
the
also-
low end out of a vocal
yeah,
took me forever to figure that
yeah.
out.
also
There's tools too that exist too, right? Like there's plugins you can put on a rapper's vocals that would tell you what frequency exactly that
Yeah.
rapper's voice is,
Okay.
Okay.
and then you go into the melodies. You take off that frequency.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Why you take it off? To leave space for the vocals. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm serious. Like
Well,
as soon as I started understanding that, I had a haha moment, and my my mix started sounding amazing.
Crazy.
Like it's just pure mathematics. If the lead melody is the same frequency as the vocals, they're gonna fight for that spot.
Yeah. So what's the best way to determine then what a frequency without
If you're not trained at your ear, like find a tool.
right?
There's one that comes in the wave bundle. Like
yeah.
there's a lot of tools like that tell you, that shows you like the graphs and
Yeah.
tells you what frequency
Also,
that vocal
Are
is.
you saying that you use Lander for like all your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
So
do I
then,
use
yeah,
it for? I don't use it for like
That's
big,
awesome. Then,
because like my mix sound already like a bit mastered.
yeah,
So I'm just using it for like a nice little limiter finish on
just
the
yeah,
song.
fine
You say
tuning.
it polishes it like
Yeah,
the
that's
finish,
it.
It's like that.
That's it. And you can choose your preference in Lander, and the more you do some, the more it knows your sound.
Ah,
You know what I
nice,
mean? Like,
okay.
So it starts knowing like, okay, this guy likes a little bit of low end,
Yeah.
or he prefers it clear and remove a bit of bass. And
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, those algorithms in there are pretty good. They're pretty good. Back when I started, you used to need those didn't exist, so you would use mastering studios.
Yeah,
And
and that's money too.
Money
like-
too, yeah, for
fucking-
sure.
Yeah, it's
So
expensive.
does Lander
Yeah.
cost anything?
I pay a 1 year membership,
Okay, yeah.
so it's $300 per year.
Uh,
It's not expensive.
fuck.
No.
Well,
it's not.
$300
no,
a year if
I
you're
guess
thinking
if
about
you're
it, yeah.
doing, yeah,
I'm using
but,
a lot.
Yeah, and if you're doing, yeah,
It used to be like
500
$150
songs.
per song.
Yeah, if you're only doing if you're just like
That's
a
crazy.
hobbyist and you're making a song a year or something, then
yeah,
I
then
wouldn't recommend it.
yeah.
But yeah, if you're a producer, and
But
you
I'm
wanna- and you're
telling
running-
you, if
hundreds of
if you
songs.
think your master sucks, it's because your mix sucks.
yeah, okay.
Pretty simple. It's as simple as that. Spend more time on the mix. Your master is gonna be easier.
Relax and
to
take
do.
notes.
There you
And-
go.
I hear you.
But I suggest also, if you're just starting, send your masters to be done by someone else. Like having a fresh pair of ears on your
Yeah.
song is a good thing too.
Hmm.
That's how I started.
No doubt.
I didn't master my own songs. I would send it to someone else in Montreal that would only specialize in that. And that way you get an extra pair of ears that has nothing, never heard the song yet.
Mhm.
yeah,
And then he's as simple as that. He's got fresh
See-
pairs of ears, so he can like master it better.
Mhm.
And then you get the result back. It also has that placebo effect. Okay, because this specialist mastered it, it must be good too.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
No, that's it. Start doing send it to people to master it.
See-
Test it around. Test a different type of people. Even try the isotope mastering suite too. You never know. Like those things work sometimes too, for sure.
Yeah, I've never, like I say, I use Ozone 8 for a
Yeah.
lot of mastering, and it's done its trick for me. I think
Yeah,
it's
well, yeah.
definitely helped anyway.
And a good way to like know if your mix is ready to be sent to mastering is take your favorite song. Let's say it's a 50 Cent song. I like that
That's
song,
an
how it
insult.
sounds. Huh?
I said that's an insult.
Why?
No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just fucking with you.
What's your favorite song right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm embarrassed.
On the spot.
I have a bunch of different favorite songs, but right now,
In
the
the
song
moment.
that I go into my phone and play right now is either "Real Big Speaker" by Kevin Gates
Okay.
or
Kevin Gates good. Yeah.
YNW Melly.
Okay. That's the killer, right? The
Murder on My Mind. Yeah.
Kevin Gates. Okay. Yeah, he's good. So what you do is you export that song, put it in your software, put that song at -6 with the fader, and compare, bounce your mix at -6 and compare both.
Okay,
Check,
yeah.
listen to one, the middle part of Kevin Gates' song. Okay, the snare is that low, the bass is that high. Then compares yours. Oh shit, my bass is way too high. I should lower the bass down. Compare songs, go back and forth, go back and forth, go back and forth. And then you'll start noticing, okay, no, my bass is way too high.
Yeah, okay.
So when you if bass is too hot and too high, when you're gonna master it, it's gonna fuck up the rest of the frequencies too. It's gonna try to compensate for the rest. So comparing with other songs that you think sounds good, that you like the sound of it, it's good trick. Good tip.
When you asked me what my favorite song was at the time, I thought, because I said that it's an insult, the 50 Cent thing, I thought you were like, well, what's your favorite song? Like, you know, so I'm like, oh shit, I hate to say that I listen to YNW Melly.
I know, man.
But he's good though. Actually, just speaking to him real quick, that one song though that I do listen to a lot is Murder on My Mind. But then he's got another song called Mind on My Murder.
Yeah.
And so the first song, Murder on My Mind, he's talking about how he accidentally killed one of his friends.
Accidentally?
Yeah, well, I don't know. And I don't know if this song came out before or after all that. Yeah. But no, so it's how he, like, his buddy snuck up on him and he shot him twice or whatever. And so he has all these lines in it where in the second song, he sings the song as the guy who got shot.
Okay.
But uses the same lines but backwards. Like,
That's
he's
crazy.
like, in the one, he's like, and he fell down to the floor. And then in the other one, he's like, and I fell down to the floor. And like, you know what I mean?
A bit like Joyner Lucas did a song like that too.
Did he? Yeah. Oh, was it that the one with the guy who got shot?
The video was amazing too.
Yeah.
But no, so that and that's actually a true story too. That guy that actually happened. But no, I just think like that's cool because like I said, I was a little embarrassed to be like, oh, listen to YNW Melly, because that like he's not like he's one of those like silly new rappers, right? but when you look at those two songs, when you listen to them back to back, you're like, that's so good. That's artist stuff right there.
Yeah, that's artist. That's concept.
Yeah.
I don't know if it comes from him.
True. He could. Yeah.
But I know what you mean, and we get so trapped into the look of the rappers now too. Like,
yeah. Well, and this guy,
and they're actually genius behind. So like,
yeah, it's like
like Lil Yachty. He looks like a silly guy. But I've heard him in podcasts. He's super smart.
Yeah, did you know he actually, I'm pretty sure it's him. He's the one with like the little red braids, right? Yeah. So he actually, I watched a thing where so I guess he was like really big on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just for like whatever. Just being an Instagram dude.
From being silly, yeah.
And he was sitting there and he was like, okay, well, I got fucking, I don't know, whatever, 14 million Instagram followers. What do I do next? And he's like, I'm gonna try rapping.
Yeah, that's
exactly what he did. Started rapping, and it was just like, boom, he's now Lil Yachty.
Now he's an actor. He wants a movie production company. He said, "I don't want to rap. It's just like a platform."
Just a thing. Yeah, like he was like, "Oh, I have a whole bunch of followers,
and it worked."
Let's try this. Yeah.
So it's a funny time we live in right now too. But so what's the story with this guy, Melly? Did he shoot the guy?
So like I said, the song that he wrote, "Murder on My Mind," I don't know if that story's even true, or if it was written before or after all the stuff.
Yeah.
But what I heard was that he so him and a buddy showed up to the emergency.
Yeah.
And they said that they had someone like drive by them and like shoot their buddies or whatever, right? And they said that the two guys that got shot were like, so Melly was sitting behind the driver, and the two guys that got shot were like the passenger and the guy behind the passenger. And they said that like the bullets came from basically where Melly was sitting.
Yeah.
So it looks like he shot them from inside the vehicle, and there was no like entrance holes from outside.
Yeah.
So they say that like they're like covering it up and like trying to be like, we got, you know, someone drive by us or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how you past tense that, but yeah, somebody drive by us or whatever, right? And then like they're like, well, actually, like further investigation, it was you. Like, wait, where were you sitting? Like, there. It was you, you know? So, like I said, I don't know if any of it.
That's a weird story, too.
Yeah. And, like, I read it when it, like, or whenever he went to jail. So I noticed he went to jail, and I was like, huh? What the fuck? And then I started, like, looking at more stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's people talking about him, like, going to jail for something. I'm like, what the hell? And then I found the story and I read into it. But yeah, it was like, so I don't know, and it could even be something like maybe he's covered up for somebody else or like whatever.
Yeah.
But I saw a picture the other day. And
Or
was
it's
a
all
meme.
marketing too.
It was
Exactly.
four pictures, and it was like Melly, 6ix9ine, Kodak Black,
Yeah.
and like somebody else, right?
Yeah,
And
apparently
they're
he's
all
got
rappers
60
that are in
years.
jail. Yeah, they're all
Crazy.
rappers that are in jail, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, who's gonna make the biggest splash when they get out of jail or whatever, right? And I was like, Melly. Like, yeah.
I think it's crazy marketing right now. Like
Yeah.
and
everyone's talking about it.
I'm pretty sure he like released something from jail. Like,
Yes.
like him rapping like from jail.
Yeah.
And then he had a bunch of stuff stored that he like released. Like he actually had a video that he released and stuff that was.
It's like almost
Already
like it was all
there?
planned out.
Yeah.
But
no,
yeah,
Well, I
It's-
wouldn't even be surprised
It's like-
anymore. I think even the ASAP Rocky thing was planned.
To
Oh,
him in
yeah,
Sweden
true.
there,
Yeah.
It was just a marketing scheme too.
Yeah.
Because he dropped a video as soon as he came back.
well, now that you say
That's
that
right,
too,
eh?
I had people the same with the fucking Eminem and MGK thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
man.
had people
Yeah.
coming up to me going, "Oh, do you know this rapper that's something about Sweden, blah blah blah, whatever, you know?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, ASAP Rocky." Or like, "Oh, do you know this ASAP Rocky guy?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Is it because you saw him on the Sweden thing?"
Yeah.
You know? And
Why
it's like,
was that so publicized?
publicized? Yeah.
That Sweden thing.
That's true. That's
like
true.
really, when you think about it, a lot of people I went on tour somewhere else, they've been into scuffles
Yeah.
outside a bar or whatever
Oh, for
after
sure.
a long night, and you don't hear about it.
Yeah.
But this, all of a sudden, it's all over the news.
Yeah, that's right.
Out of nowhere, it's just a random scuffle. You see the video, nothing's happening at
Yeah.
all. like,
Well, and at the same time
nothing's
too,
happening.
if it all sounds the way it sounds or whatever, if it all is the way it sounds, they were in the right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were running away from these guys, trying
Yeah.
to get away from them and
Yeah.
stuff, whatever. Maybe he like overreacted or whatever, but at the same time, it's like these guys are harassing them and stuff, and like, so in my mind, it's like I don't see them like putting him in jail for that
No.
amount of time and
No.
all that stuff for in that scenario. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it'd be one thing if the kid was like dead or like
a minor
I was gonna say or like
or-
a minor
yeah.
or whatever. Then like, okay, yeah, maybe
And they
like
kick
do
the
something
shit
like
out of it.
yeah, and it was
No.
just one
No,
thing.
and
that
then go
happened.
in jail for that? That's weird.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
that's
man.
true,
What
man.
the fuck
It's-
is going
it's like
on?
the Trailer Park
And then
Boys
you
thing.
hear and you hear about him being malnourished and
yeah,
and like a sort of like middle-aged prison
Yeah.
on grass, and
Yeah.
it's weird, like weird story. Then he drops an album or a single when he comes out.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
true.
to get a bunch of eyes.
I don't
on.
know.
It's all,
yeah,
it's all
'cause
set
at the
up from
same
the
time,
beginning.
it's like, hey,
Yeah.
look at me.
And he
Oh.
looked fine when he came back.
And
He
while-
looked healthy. He looked good.
While you're looking at me, watch this video that just came
Yeah.
out. Like,
Yeah,
true
exactly.
though.
That's the way I
Which is
perceive it.
ingenious too, though.
Yeah, it's genius, and if that's the case, I don't mind. It's
Yeah.
marketing genius. Why not? We all live in a world now. You want to get something like some sort of a buzz
Yeah.
that's
to
it.
make
and that's hot
make
buzz
people
right now,
talk
right?
about
It's like
you.
fra-
Like
Froggy Fresh.
Tekashi almost made that.
Yeah,
Oh, he
Made
is
that
like the
poppin', you
biggest.
know?
Like,
dude,
Yeah.
he's coming back and he's still gonna have a music career.
Exactly.
That's weird.
Yeah.
After snitching on all these people,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And maybe that's all planned. Like I don't
Exactly,
that's
man.
just
Yeah.
it,
I
yeah.
kind of look at it the same way as you.
Yeah.
Like, it's all all
know.
of
I
these
don't
people
know
are
anymore.
planning
Like
this
what
out.
to trust. Like I don't really.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's
I
is-
just
all
think
about
people have
real.
short attention spans, right? So like right now it's big news that he's snitching and whatever. If he ever ends up actually getting out and like
Well,
having
he's
a
getting
career,
out in.
yeah, everyone forgets, and then he gets out, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, that guy, cool."
Yeah, exactly.
how you
yeah,
doing?"
exactly.
and
That's
stuff.
cool.
And they
again, right?
forgot
It's like,
about
you're
it,
the
too.
dude. You're the dude. I want to work with you because you're popular again.
Yeah,
right?
no,
Like,
Yeah,
there'll
but the
be
new
people
But
who
he,
want to
and
work
he's,
with him.
but he's like the epitome of that kind of shit, right? Like you can literally blow up overnight, and
Yeah.
and like and someone said this recently on I think it was a podcast or something that I was watching, and they said, yeah, man, like like his music is I do like some of his songs, like me personally, and that's what the guy said too. He's like, I do like some of his songs and whatever, but he is not the greatest artist. But how much attention he gets is because of how he like branded himself or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what? This might have been at the masterclass that we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
this discussion, but yeah, but it was just how he branded himself, right? And
He was also trolling everyone. Too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
oh,
right.
totally, yeah.
yeah, big shoulder and
Few
just-
people tried that as well. Soldier Boy.
yeah,
You know,
Oh,
tried to
what's his
troll
name?
Drake.
Trippy Red.
Trippy, yeah.
Fucking Aaron Carter.
Oh yeah,
Just
he's
the biggest troller. He's like, oh, I'm making millions of dollars off of jewelry, and like I've made this much this year, and all this
I don't
stuff.
know how well it's working out for
You look
him,
up
though.
his fucking net worth, and it's fucking $400,000, which is way more than mine, obviously.
Yeah.
But still, for you to be like, oh, I'm making millions here and millions here and millions here, and all the money's fucking coming in dump trucks.
He's sick. He's a
And then
sick
he's
person.
just like, yeah,
he needs help.
Oh, you're like just, you know.
Yeah,
as
little
far
Bow
as,
Wow's
like,
the
it's all
same
for the
thing.
clout.
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
I just watched a video too that was like, and Bow Wow was on it
Haven't
twice.
seen Bow Wow in a
But it
while,
was like a
actually.
list. It was
Is he
like
back?
a list talking
He's
about.
an actor now. Like he's always on TV.
It was
shows.
Yeah.
a list talking about all these people, all these rappers that are like totally fake and shit.
They're broke now.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and like one of them
Oh,
was
okay.
Taga. Taga fucking
Yeah.
bought his girlfriend. What's her name? Chloe or whatever. One of the Kardashians.
Kylie?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kylie Jenner.
Or wasn't she? I don't know.
Well, anyways, one of the Kardashians or whatever. So he was with her, and he bought her. It was like a white Ferrari, fucking whatever, you know.
Probably.
And he bought it for her for her birthday, and there was like this big thing, like it was like people out there taking pictures of him, like giving it to her with the bow on top of it. Well, not only did she pay for it, but it was only leased for a year. So it wasn't even like, it was just for the clout to be
It's
like,
all
ah,
a flex.
give
Yeah.
my girlfriend a fucking whatever. And maybe
Yeah.
she even paid him to do it or whatever, or not paid him to do it, but paid for it and just said, hey, say you're paying for it. But things like that. And then there's
That's
people
crazy, huh?
talking on the phone with the big stacks of money and stuff. And
Yeah.
they're talking about how a lot of them use fake money. And they'll rent like Airbnbs to fucking show off their fancy
Of
houses
course,
and shit.
that's all
and, like,
part of the social media now. Like, it's the clout. Like
yeah,
you said,
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna understand what's the real process behind that picture that you're seeing? Like the
Yeah.
Ferrari picture, for example. Yeah, maybe she paid for the lease, like you said.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
even owned; it's leased. The mansions they live in, it's leased. Like, no, it's just part of the clout. I
Yeah.
think like that's why I like J. Cole too. Now he keeps it real. Like he
Absolutely.
doesn't try,
Authenticity is
he
so much
doesn't
more
try to like
respectable.
oversell stuff.
Yeah.
He went platinum without even overselling things and
Yeah.
without even being flashy.
Sure. And he's actually.
Don't get me wrong.
lyrical as
Cases
well.
like him are 1 in a million. Like
Yeah.
in this year, in this era right now,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
where everything's flashy. But no, you kept it real, and you can still make you can still be decent popularity and still have your fan base out there without being that hypocrite about it too. Like,
Yeah,
just keep it real. And actually, J. Cole's fans are realer than anyone's fans too. For example, like the Tekashi fans, they're all superficial.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
of
100%. Yeah.
They-
They're like
just-
trend followers.
Yeah, they're trend
almost.
followers.
Yeah.
They're bandwagons
Yeah,
followers.
exactly.
Like
What'd
people
you
that
call me?
like
No,
people
I'm
that
just joking.
like people that love the Lakers now. Like people that
because LeBron's there.
people love the Heat. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
then oh no, I don't like the Heat anymore. Like,
Yeah.
like really, come on.
I'm a Cleveland fan now, actually. No.
So yeah, I compare that to that. Like, I rather have like 10 actual real diehard fans than a million fake fans.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like-
the ones that are gonna wake up tomorrow and forget or not bother.
Yeah,
like,
and then when your clout is over, they move on
Yeah,
to
yeah.
something
Right.
else. And
because even too, there's so many examples. Well, and the funny thing is, I can't really think of one, but so many examples. Fucking, well, Shoulder Boy is a good one, but it's like, boom, this fucking person, and it's like, oh yeah, sick. You know, well, Soldier Boy's a bad example because I didn't really like him a lot, but you know, someone comes out, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck with this guy, whatever, yeah, right on, cool, and then it's just like 2 years later, somebody's like, oh yeah, do you remember like YNW Melody or like whatever, right? And it's like, oh yeah, holy fuck, man, he had those like 3 great songs. Like even Lil Boosie, I was like big on Lil Boosie. Like probably right now can't even think of like a
song?
bunch of songs. Or, like Mind of a Maniac, but like other than that, nothing, right?
little boozy.
But for a while, I was like,
Did you want
boom,
any of
like
this?
Sure.
Yeah?
Lil Boosie, Lil Boosie, Lil Boosie, like that's the shit. And then it was like, didn't really listen to him for a while, fell off, whatever. And then I think he went to jail. But then it was either just when he went to jail or just when he got out, I heard about it. It was like, oh yeah, Boosie. I was like, he's got this and this and this and this, you know, like totally forgot. But there's so many people that are like that I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
well,
it,
it's
right?
also because there's a lot more content right now too.
True, yeah.
Like
It's just,
you're
It's
getting
almost about the content.
you're
nowadays,
getting bombarded
right?
by
Like,
rappers now. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
What?
I discover a new one a day. Like
yeah. Well, and
there's
I
a
get-
new little something every day. So yeah,
It's so easy to get content out there
yeah,
nowadays.
yeah,
man,
but
like,
you get bombarded.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
you might enjoy a song yesterday, then you hear a new song today, and you forget about the song
Yeah, that's
yesterday. Unless you keep track of them, I don't know. Like, there's so many songs being thrown at you too, in every direction.
Yeah, I'm such an album listener too. I mean, yeah,
I love that.
Someone will drop a single, I'll listen to it. It might actually take me a bit to listen to it. I actually still haven't. This is crazy for me, but I still haven't even checked out the. I don't know. Is it called "I'm Gay" or "What If I'm Gay"? Eminem, Joyner.
What if I was gay?
What if I was gay? So I still haven't even checked that one out yet, and I don't know what it is, but like an artist that I follow, they drop an album, all over it. I'll listen to that shit right away and listen to it start to finish. I don't know how many times over.
But I'm an album listener too.
Yeah.
I grew up in the golden era, so it was all about putting together a solid project of work.
And that,
an album that made sense from the first song to the last song.
Yes, exactly.
But now we live in an era of singles. Like everyone's just dropping singles here and there. Like I got my new hot song for a month or not even now. So
it's the summer anthem.
But I like listening to albums, and I think that's the way you should listen to projects, anyways.
Yeah.
You're not gonna listen to a movie halfway there.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm here to get the whole message.
Especially like those concept albums and shit. Like, what's the one with like from Logic?
Which one? The
Incredible True Story.
Incredible True Story.
Yeah, like that, like shit, like that.
It's a story.
And it's one thing, like, okay, check out this song and shit, right? And it's like, okay, the song doesn't play into the story, so it's not like you need to know the story to hear the song.
Yeah.
But it's like, like there was this one little conversation at the end of the song
or
whatever, right?
That makes sense with the next song.
And you're
exactly,
like, I just remember they said this one line at the end of the song or whatever, right? But then if you listen to the whole thing, you're like, it continues into a conversation into the next fucking skit and whatever, right?
Totally.
But that's how they used to do albums too.
Yeah, and I love that shit.
And my favorite albums of all time are all built like that. So when you think about like
Eminem was big for it.
Aliens by Outkast.
That
album is built like that. It's a story throughout the album. There's skits at the end of the songs that link into the next song. And the score by Fugees is a good example too. That album is an actual story.
Is it? Yeah. See, I don't.
The score?
I don't recall.
Oh, you're missing something.
Yeah.
You're missing something.
I'm going back, man.
If there's an album that changed my mind, that's at the top.
Yeah.
Oh
man, I was.
Fugees, The Score. That's a classic. I can name those three albums: AT Aliens, The Score, and 36 Chambers for sure.
Here, say it into my phone.
Say it in the phone. You got it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was gonna write it down, but I figured it's more authentic. I'd be like, man.
I just pressed.
Yeah.
Fugees, The Score. You have to listen to that.
Yeah.
AT Aliens, Outkast.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And 36 Chambers.
Oh.
By Wu-Tang.
Those
three albums,
man.
and Midnight Marauders by A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
See, I was gonna ask earlier. You may have already answered the question.
Oh, that's why I'm a master. I answer the questions before. Before they're asked. So.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask like beyond even who may have got you into doing what you do, but exactly what age did you get doing what you're doing, and what was the major influence that got you into music and producing?
It's A Tribe Called Quest.
You know what's funny is I was just gonna say I feel like A Tribe Called Quest.
That's how I got my name.
Oh, fucking! I didn't even. Oh my god, man!
Mind blown. No, that's how I got my name. The Midnight Marauders is the first album I fell in love. The first rap album I fell in love with. Back in 1993.
Shit, I was 1 year old.
Yeah?
I was 7, I guess.
And here we are having a conversation.
I was in my early teens.
Ben?
And that's when I fell in love with music, and I wanted to do music
Ever
since. Because of that album. And if you have a chance, listeners, to listen to the album, I strongly recommend it.
Totally.
That was back in 1993, so I was in my early teens. Then I became a DJ. I got 2 turntables and stuff like that, and a recorder, cassette recorder. So I started doing mixtapes.
Like a Tascam, fucking like
no, not even just my dad's tape deck.
Oh, like an
actual tape deck.
Yeah.
and I would plug the turntables into a mixer.
Yeah.
And with a fader and crossfader and stuff like that. So I would start a song on back in the days you could find records easily in Ottawa at the record stores on Dalhousie Record Runner, and there was one on Rideau too as well. And you can find all the latest songs. And you know what? Funny too, like they used to release vinyls as singles.
Yeah.
Just like
So
the
there'd
new
be-
hot song from that guy Karis one, for
Be the
example.
beat.
And then on the B side would be just the instrumental
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
of that song.
And then be like the acapella, and then be
It's
like
sick.
there's
Yeah.
like a remix,
A remix,
or something, and
yeah.
shit like that.
Classified
Yeah,
still
man.
releases
Yeah.
all this
Fucking
shit
right.
like
And
that.
so, little wink right there. I don't want to talk too much about that, but I released all the Dreamland sessions on Spotify, and I
Okay.
put the Dreamland sessions and the instrumentals.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
okay,
sick.
nice.
So it's kind of like an honor of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
And then
Uh,
Classified's always doing
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Still does it with his newest album. he
So I started like
Really
that,
sick.
just doing mixtapes, which I would sell in high school.
Yeah.
I would actually sell
That's
mixtapes
sick.
because there was no internet.
did.
Or internet was just starting.
Just out of the
You're
locker,
like
you know?
DJ
It was just
Clue or
starting.
some shit.
I would sell
Yeah.
mixtapes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
yeah.
would do one first copy,
Yeah.
then I take that copy and press play and record it on another tape deck to make a copy of that one. So same
Yeah.
thing,
True
same way of
pioneer.
Streamlined
it's the
it.
same way like CD duplication works or vinyl. You
Yeah.
make a one master, then you make copies of that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I would make copies of the mixtape. Then I would print the titles of it and stick it on the little cardboard thing,
Oh,
and then sell it
shit.
in school once a week. I would do a new one and sell it
Yeah.
at $5 each, and then a little hustle right there.
Fucking right. Shout
Little
out to
hustle.
like legit mixed
Then
tape cassettes.
then I started. I ran into Boogaloo Tribe, a rap group from Ottawa. Shout
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to them, and one of the first rap groups from Ottawa taken seriously. And I ran into them by accident, but it's crazy. They brought me into the studio. I was 16, 15, 16. First time in a recording studio in a. I forgot the name of the place though. It's far gone, doesn't exist anymore. But and then I fell in love in the process of making a song.
Yeah.
Because I actually sat there at the end because I had nothing to do. Like I just I wasn't participating in the project, so I
Yeah.
was just there. Sometimes run errands for them because they were
Yeah.
way older than me. They were in their 20s and
Mhm.
mid 20s, and they started. I just watched them doing music. Okay, they do it this way, observing a lot, and
Mhm.
that's why I recommend finding a mentor
Yeah.
to people. I recommend it a lot. So I started observing people, and then it gave me the bug of going to Tara eventually,
Yeah.
which was 5 years after this. And then I worked at the Distortion Studio in Ottawa as an intern, just doing recordings for people, couple basic stuff, not mixing songs yet, but watching a lot of people. And that's where I got introduced to Cubase. And I never stopped using Cubase since. And
Is that what they were teaching with at the time?
at school?
Yeah.
No, at Pro Tools.
Pro Tools? Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about the studio I worked at after
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
as an
internship.
intern. They were using Nuendo, which doesn't exist anymore. I think it does, but it's Cubase basically. So
Okay.
I got introduced to that software there, and I never stopped using it since. And then I started doing my own beats, and then here I am
Nice.
working a lot of music.
Fucking
it.
right.
And
Doing big
over
things, man.
2,000 beats and I've made over 2,000 beats, yeah, easily.
And you had a hand in the Cranium Festival too.
No, I don't. No, I
No?
don't. A lot of people think that. No, I know everyone that's involved, like
Yeah.
behind the
Well,
scene.
because I knew there's like quite a group that was doing it.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. I know the main heads of the festival itself. Patrick McCormack he was actually part of Boogaloo Tribe, so
Okay, sick.
as
sick,
a
sick.
rapper on the group. So, but no, I was not part of it. I guess I'm part of it in a sense.
Yeah.
Like everyone was part of it
We're
in
all
a
part of
sense.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
very true.
By being there and taking pictures and tagging
Supporting.
people in
Yeah,
it,
that's
you're
right.
part of it. So I was taking pictures and sharing it to the world.
Yeah.
So and tagging the festival in it, so it's good promotion for them.
What a
But
good time too. Like,
Oh,
I
but it
hope
was-
it keeps going. I can't.
Yeah,
oh, I
man.
will for sure.
I don't see it stop. I don't think it should. For actual first year of a festival,
Wait, when's that?
it was a success.
Absolutely.
Oh, you got the
a
shirt?
t-shirt on? Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look
shit.
at this.
No.
I wish I could surprise
Oh.
everybody. and
That's
just be like,
crazy.
right
I
here.
actually
And
wear
mine's
mine
like
as
the
well,
opposite of
too.
yours. Well, I
That's
mean,
great.
mine's a different purple, but purple and the white and the purple.
Yeah.
Yours is way bigger, too.
Oh yeah. That's what
No,
she
but
said.
What an odd. We're wearing the same, wearing
That's
the cranium
crazy,
shirt.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, shout outs to Cranium.
Yeah.
No, success of a first year festival for sure. Like,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a great time.
wow,
lot
no,
of sick
Saturday
artists.
was a beautiful night.
Yeah.
City killed it. Wow,
Yeah.
City
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
and I
did a beautiful
cannot
show.
stress enough that fucking jerk chicken. Oh damn! You know
I
what's
think
funny
there-
is I brought it home and like so I got an Airbnb, so I brought it back there. I was like, I'll eat it in the morning. Didn't. So that night, fucking threw it in the oven. Fucking eated that shit. Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah.
Even the rice, I was like, I don't know if this rice is gonna be very good.
Shout out
Ate
the
it.
place.
Oh, just I don't even know. It was like
Is that what they were selling it right at the bar there?
something
right? Like that
Island,
little-
yeah, something
Near the
Island, I
seats, yeah.
think, or like shit.
Damn, man.
I'm sorry,
They know who they are.
but bomb.
But
Oh,
That's
no,
good shit.
beautiful night.
Anyways, yeah.
Shout out to Misha too that performed at Queen Street Fair the day before.
Yeah.
Friday night.
And that was a beautiful night too. Queen Street Fair is another nice place. They're super
It's
open
very
to like
nice.
Yeah, I've
for
never
people
been
to
in there
perform.
before.
Nice. Yeah, we've never been there before.
Yeah.
So, no,
you never
no.
came to the Shifter meetups? So you should have
No,
come.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
let's-
come to this because I never heard about that until just today. Whenever you
I
mentioned
never.
it,
Yeah.
but we're gonna go. I want to go to the shifter meetups, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
That was part of the like networking events that happened this year. Like
Yeah.
a lot of a lot of new things opening in Ottawa that never used to exist before.
Yeah.
We have a morning hip hop show too, like on the radio, the morning shift.
True.
You guys should check that out
Yeah, we
too.
will.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
sure,
That's
check it
sick.
out.
You like you do?
Huh?
Like you
No,
do?
no,
Or we? Like,
that
yeah.
people are involved now
Yeah.
on 89.1 every
Oh,
morning.
that's so sick.
They play a lot of local, so shout out to them. It's
Yeah.
hard for local rappers to get on the radio. We think it's dead, but it's still a medium that people listen to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, everyone's driving their cars.
yeah, radio. So to have an actual morning show on 89.1 that plays local talents is no, it's a blessing too.
For sure.
And it was started by Kevin and Vlad from Shifters. So
Yeah.
that's why it was called the morning shift. And
Oh,
yeah, check it
true.
out. So yeah, it's still there. It's running. So we have to support the platforms too. That's why I'm
For
here with
sure.
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you very
man,
much.
we
By the way, man.
appreciate that.
Seriously.
It's one thing to have like platforms if no one supports them,
Yeah.
they're useless. So we have to start actually being involved and support.
Just
That's why I
taking
did
it
the
serious.
that's why I did the class too, because I want to make it sure that people know it's serious. So
Yeah,
like
man,
you
and
said,
that's why we showed up.
take it seriously
Yeah.
and make. I'm just seeing the cheers.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, we have to support the platforms. Make sure that we present them. We go there. Like if
Yeah.
there's a radio show, send your songs. Make sure it's censored. Make sure there's no swearing at all.
Shit.
And that's one service I offer. If you need your song censored, then check me out. But make sure you send your songs and they'll play it.
Yeah.
And it goes a big way. Like I got people DMing me every morning because they heard a song that they like, or they share a story of them driving and listening to the song on the
Yeah.
radio.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you have to use every medium that exists over there out
Absolutely.
there. So including the podcast format too.
Oh yeah.
And I hope you guys like only success because we need podcasts.
Oh, yeah,
We need
thanks,
that
man.
type
Yeah.
of thing right there. I'm a huge fan of podcasts, especially Joe Rogan,
Me too,
which I
yeah.
listen every night.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe. He's on fire right now. Like
Oh,
all his
man.
guests
He's
are
been on
amazing.
fire.
Shout out
they
Joey
are.
Diaz and Adam 22 as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
All the
So
inspirations.
listen to podcasts. That's another way to get better too. Like
Start your own if you want.
yeah. And but sharing those types of podcasts. So you guys keep on going, keep on doing your thing, and I'll send people your way too. So
yeah, man. Yeah,
That'd be
we're
awesome.
actually really excited for that
We got
too.
a couple
'cause you-
artists of yours that we have been in touch with.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, we'll find a way to make enough room to like. It would be nice to have a
dream,
like a dream reunion or
Yeah, it would be
whatever.
pretty
So
cool.
True. So
yeah.
how many you got?
well,
A bunch, eh? You got at least 4, right?
4 people.
Yeah.
We would be at least 8. So
Yeah, so holy shit, that's a fucking...
Ganging.
We just can't really get everybody on the camera.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
we'll
you
figure
can find
something
a
out,
way.
Though. Yeah, that's
Oh
it.
yeah,
There's always
fucking
a way.
right, we could, yeah.
Or we do rounds of
Knights
4s
of the
or
round
whatever.
table.
Yeah.
We do rounds of 4s, but
True.
oh, that's another cool idea too. Like those round tables.
Yeah.
That's very popular on the
Yeah.
internet and on YouTube right now. They get a bunch of people that do the same thing and do round tables and film the thing too.
Yeah.
With the moderator there.
see,
So
And like I might be kind of like jumping topics here, but that's why I want to get in touch with Shifter too. Like even like everybody, you know what I mean? Like the radio shows and shit too, because we're all like the same as all the rappers need to like, you know, like join together and whatever, be a force.
even the media.
The media, yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean. We gotta be there too, right? And join together and, you know, think of different things and ideas and work together too. So even you're talking about the Shifter meetups.
That's a good
Should,
place to
I
start.
definitely wanna
That's a good
fucking
place to
right.
start.
Yeah, no doubt.
Those type of meetups are they need to happen more often too. Like at
Yeah.
least once a month, there's some sort of meetup somewhere. Could be people from media side of it, from music production or rapping side of it, even show promoters or whatever. A good place to start would be that. So just by having heads
It's like
together and
Own little
share
mini
ideas.
like Ottawa TED Talks about like you know, their own
Yeah.
fucking
There should be some TED Talks more often here too. So, but Ottawa, as the city's growing, man, it's crazy.
That's
it's beautiful
right.
to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, man, that's it.
Beautiful to watch.
It's great.
Yeah.
Where's the questions at? Where's the questions?
We got a couple shout outs. Shout out Mr. Zed. Got no more questions from anyone. Anyone want to ask a question? Hit us up. I mean, we got Quest on here, so
yeah,
I
we're
got
getting
a-
a little mini masterclass.
I got a question.
kind of
here.
wasting your time
Hey,
not
Stas.
asking a question. No.
You wanna grab me that orange juice from the fridge?
Oh,
there?
we're just
Oh,
having
yeah.
a discussion conversation.
That's it, man.
OJ.
Yeah. No, this is
So yeah, I find like you when you're doing your master class, like it's tough to like. You can only, sorry, there's, you can only sort of talk in generalities, really. Because I was thinking to myself, like I would probably learn a lot more from like a one-on-one sit down.
Yes.
You know, like you said, in the studio,
Or like
in
we're
the
doing right now, actually, too. So.
yeah. Even, well, exactly. But like when it just comes to
The
you know,
class
just,
itself.
just like learning like you say, tips and tricks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like having like a
It's better one-on-one for
Yeah.
sure. Like that's a service I'm gonna offer to people. I'd rather do that than do a class every week.
yeah.
Like we did last Friday.
So if you're
Um,
putting out a song, what do you think are the best ways to go about the promotion?
When you're promoting a song,
Yeah, like video. Obviously, hit the socials hard.
like I keep saying, you have to target everything.
Yeah.
You have to target it all. I am a firm believer of 360 marketing. So that means you pretty much promote the project or the song on each levels, like the podcast level, the YouTube video
Mhm.
level, the Instagram
Radio.
stories level,
Yeah.
the playing it on the radio level, the Spotify level, the Apple
Yeah.
Music level,
SoundCloud, all that.
playing
Some
it
kinda
everywhere,
ads and shit.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what the era we live in right now too. So we have
Absolutely.
access to all those tools from a simple phone.
Yeah,
Like,
man, we carry it around everywhere.
we carry it
Yeah.
around. Spotify is a big thing right now too. Like I see a lot of people using it.
Yeah.
I think it is the number one streaming service right now, and we're all about streaming.
Absolutely.
We're streaming right now. Netflix is streaming. Spotify is streaming. You're not purchasing music anymore. You're purchasing Spotify
Mhm.
to be able to listen to
Provide
music.
the
Yeah,
service,
you're
yeah.
purchasing the gateway
service,
or like
yeah.
the like.
So you have access to all that music. There's a plus size. It gets you promoted easily. It's easy to get your song on Spotify and
Gets you
share
paid.
it everywhere and
Yeah.
get it done. But you don't get and a
Wow.
lot of royalties or revenue out of it, off of it, because they keep a cut. And
Okay, yeah, of
they
course.
they pretty much fuck artists in the ass, but
Yeah.
they make it in a way that you're like forced to use it anyways, because a
There's
lot of
no other
people
way,
listen
right?
to it.
It's
So
Not much,
Well, it's
yeah.
like Styles, like you said, it's like the gateway to it, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what it is. They're
Yeah.
sort of like the
Yeah, you're just
gatekeepers
paying-
to the.
Absolutely.
You're just paying for the rental of the key to access the fucking.
Yeah.
That's true.
the bundle
Right
music.
now.
But as an artist independent, it's easy for you to get listened everywhere too at the same point. So it's kind of the double-edged sword. But anyways, you're not gonna make a lot of money with music itself. It's more with the merchandising and
Yeah, absolutely.
actually big selling out shows
Yeah,
and
yeah.
doing big arenas and
Yeah.
That's
or
true.
doing across the country tours, like Classified does, for example, too. He's always on tour. That guy, he's never stopped. He's always
Yeah.
been doing across Canada tours and shit like
Always,
that.
yeah.
So that's a good example. But that's where the artist makes his money itself. So merchandising, that's why the branding is important
Yeah,
and all.
absolutely.
So you're trying to build an image, a family image, and that's what we're doing. And we're not even trying; we're just doing it. That's
Yeah.
it.
And that's
So-
it, right? It's authentic, right?
Yeah.
And that's the difference between someone that is
Yeah.
doing it for the clout and for
Yes,
the
yes.
the ability to
And
sell
I think
merch
if you have a
and-
good eye, you can differ. How you say that?
Differentiate.
Differentiate.
Yeah,
Both of
that's
them?
great. Yeah.
That's a fucking hard word.
Yeah, it
man.
is.
You have to be able to like separate the fake from the real, and
Absolutely.
we're just trying to do whatever. We're organic about it. It came out in a natural way, and we're having fun, man. We're just
Looks
having
like
fun.
it. Yeah, man.
And videos play a big part in promoting yourself, your music.
Yeah.
YouTube or Vimeo, but having a channel is super important and feeding off of it. That's why I did my I'm Quest channel, and go
Yeah.
subscribe, I'm.quest.
There you go.
And I try to put all the Dreamland sessions on there. So
Yeah.
videos plays a big part for
No
sure.
doubt, yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
I mean, that's essentially what got me to reach out to you initially because
The Dreamland sessions.
Yeah. So I was seeing a bunch of those just
Videos,
pop up,
man.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow, these are actually
Yeah.
really good." I'm like, "I want to do one of these." So
Yeah,
I'm just
thanks to you, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from it and getting a lot of messages from
No
people
doubt, man.
hitting me up. They love the concept and they want to do it. I wish I could do one for everyone, for
It's
yeah,
sure.
true,
dude, man, it's
Well, in
for
all
sure.
honesty, man, like the only
Because
other...
this, sorry to cut
yeah,
you, sorry.
no, yeah.
Because this Dreamland Session project is mostly just for the love of music. It's for the culture. I grew up on Rap City, and at the end of the episodes, the guy that got interviewed during the episode, the guest, would do a freestyle at the end of the episode.
Sick.
Went in the booth and drop a verse.
Yeah.
So that idea of the Dreamland Sessions comes from Rap City, and there's always like a little
Yeah.
wink to like the past. So
That's awesome.
and I'm doing this for the culture itself. It's just for like bringing a talent I've never worked with and just drop a freestyle for a minute,
Yeah.
Which
and then
is-
we release it. And it's so simple too. Like
Yeah.
And I was shocked with the amount of people because even there's a ton of them on there that I've never heard
Yeah.
of. Like,
Yeah.
no disrespect to them, but I mean, like,
No.
there's just so many artists,
yes,
you know, that it's.
you can't
I
know
was
everyone.
like, wow,
You
there's-
just can't. Like, but that's the purpose of it. Do I make money off of it? No. It's just for the marketing boom of it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
so that's a tool too.
Yeah, that's
So it's
great.
on YouTube and also on IGTV. And
Yeah.
you can find it everywhere. So it's easy
Everywhere, yeah.
access. So what
That's
were
awesome.
you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, yeah, man. I used to. That's almost what got me in. Shouldn't say that's what got me into hip hop, but I for a while I was really into Tech Nine,
Yeah.
and he would do ciphers, and
Yeah.
they were all shot the same
Yeah.
way you're doing
Yeah.
your sessions, and I used to. Honestly,
And it's
man,
entertaining,
that's what
too.
I used to just look for was just
Yes.
someone on a mic, nice background, and
Nice
them
and
just
simple. Nice
going
and
hard,
simple.
yeah.
Keep it simple, man.
Exactly.
Sometimes
I
it's
think-
all about the art itself and just the message itself too.
Yeah,
And-
man.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. Kind of is that I really like that it's all like make the beat and write the verse.
Yeah.
all
just
there
so
because,
raw. It's
Like when you said like it's all about the art and shit, right?
Yeah.
That is the art because it's that fucking
That off the top of the
yeah.
head thing.
Because
It's-
fucking if me like I was gonna say as an artist, I wouldn't call myself an artist. I have some songs, but like thinking about it, it's like okay, I write a verse.
Where
and
do
the
you
next
start?
day,
Yeah.
and the next day I'll wake up and look at it and go, ah, shit.
Of course,
and I'll
yeah.
scratch some of it
Yeah.
out and be like, okay, yeah, and fix it, change it, whatever. But whereas in that moment right there, you're like, okay, well, I'm rapping what I've already written.
Yeah.
I don't have a chance to rewrite it. I don't have a chance to sleep on it and think about it tomorrow. I'm writing it. Well,
Yeah.
it's all happening.
And you're gonna overthink it
organically,
too,
like-
though. Sometimes.
True.
You
Yeah.
even said that in the
That's
masterclass,
so
right?
true,
If the
man.
first take is the best one, then keep it.
Keep
It's
it.
kind of that same thing. If that
Yeah.
first thought that came out of your head that you wanted to write down on paper, like if it came up initially, it's good enough to write on paper.
Yes.
True.
Then
Yeah.
stay with it. You know what I
But
mean? But if you overthink it, you're like, no, it's not good. I don't
Yeah,
like
no
it.
one's gonna
That's
wanna hear
exactly
that,
the
or,
point.
like-
And then
I
it
was
sounds,
trying to
and then
like.
it starts sounding forced because you're like, oh, I want to sound like that guy, and then you start writing stuff that's not genuine
exactly
to you.
the point.
It sounds like
Yeah.
someone else.
And on the spot, you have no choice to like make it more organic the way you're gonna deliver it. Like it comes
Yeah.
really from you now. Okay, I don't want to like waste this guy's too much time, so I
Yeah.
don't want to like write this 16 bar for like 5 hours here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like all of them deliver the verse in like an hour or so, or even less.
Which is tough, man. I usually like to sit with an instrumental and like really think
You'd
about
be
my
surprised how
verses.
like easy it comes.
I don't think I've ever been put on the spot
No?
like that though. Like
No.
I'm,
I
don't know
well,
if I've-
my writing is always just me comfortable sitting
But
right
do
here. You
it.
know what I mean?
I don't
Do
know
it.
if I've ever recorded a song without punching in and out.
But do it. Put yourself on the spot like that.
Yeah.
Go into the studio and write the verse on the spot. You'd be surprised how like you're gonna deliver.
Well,
Unless you're a super anxious person and then loses control and like
Mhm.
well, and
but-
you're not gonna know until you try it too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But it's a different thing. If you're writing a song that's a story, like Stand by Eminem, you're not gonna write it on the spot.
No,
Most of
that's-
the time you want to take your time with it and
yeah,
make sure
that's
that
something you want to sleep on.
Yes,
and look
all
at
the
again.
points
Yeah.
connect.
get all the points connected.
Mhm.
Yeah, you take your time.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about a freestyle, and mostly the verse has no subject at all. You're just bragging or rapping about
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Or
Metaphors.
dope.
yeah,
dope
or the
punchlines.
dopest metaphors I can
Yeah.
find right now. So it's fun, man. It's a nice challenge, and I think it's that's the purpose of music, the soul of it, rap music especially.
Absolutely.
So and yeah, do it. Do
Comes
it.
from the heart.
Try to like do it at least on the spot sometimes, and it's worth
Yeah.
it.
It'll probably bring well, I shouldn't say probably, it will bring the best out of
We
you.
should
Oh,
start
yeah.
practicing.
And
for
as a
that.
beat maker, it's a big
Hey man,
challenge
I'm looking
too,
forward
man.
to it. I want to set a date for doing this.
You'll
No,
kill
we
it,
should
man.
like sit and do that.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Like
100%.
try it out.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like the
Practice
same. I
ourselves
could make
and
I
get
could
used
throw a
to
beat together. I could throw a drum loop or like just a beat together. Pretty
Oh,
simple.
fuck,
Like
no
Yeah.
time, man.
Beat
Yeah.
And then
start
we could just jump
going
in
to,
and just
you know?
write, just to give us that fucking.
And if you
idea,
want the
pressure,
challenge
you know?
itself,
Shit.
do the beat for 1 minute.
yeah,
That's how I do the Dreamland session. If you notice, they're all 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah.
To be able to post it on Instagram
I was
as
gonna
one
say,
file.
yeah, that's just the.
That's
perfect
where the
time
ideas
for
the
everything
idea
right
came from.
now. Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Not
Smart,
over a
man.
minute, but
It's-
just exactly a
1
minute.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's smart.
So when the rapper comes in, I do the beat, but I set the beat structure to a minute right away. Then I start building the sequence of loops,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
and then depending on the tempo or the BPM, the beat is gonna go faster or not. You can put the beat is a trap beat on 140 BPM, you're gonna say a lot more in the 1 minute
It's
span.
very,
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
So it's not
absolutely.
technically a 16 bar. So
Yeah,
but
that's right.
that name is just because 16 bars is the typical verse. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's 1 minute because of Instagram. Yes.
yeah, that's awesome.
And then
It's
people
smart, man.
like it, so
Yeah.
it's got that replay values.
For sure.
Absolutely, man. I've watched a few over for sure.
Also, the other thing too that's kind of appealing about it is it's not like a long drawn out thing.
Yeah.
You know, like and don't get me wrong, I do like the Team Backpack stuff, but like think about Team Backpack, it's like there's a bunch of rappers and it's like okay,
It's
you
like,
gotta sit
yeah.
and like listen to them all or whatever, right? But it's like, oh, this guy's just gonna spit 16 for me real quick. Who's this guy? Who's Dip Black? Boom. There, you
Yeah.
know what I
Boom.
mean?
It's
Like,
nice
there's-
and easy,
Yeah.
boom, right there.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm sure there's people that you've listened to like you never knew who they were before, and then you can start, okay, he did
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So that's the purpose of it. So
yeah.
now
Fucking
I
right,
love
man.
that project. Now I just dropped number 28, and I want to do at least
Shit.
1,000.
See
So
how
Oh,
long?
keep
How
it
long
going,
you been?
man.
How long
You
you been
keep
doing
that.
it?
since July.
Shit, man, you already got 28.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck around.
Yeah.
And I even
That
have
was
like
very well put. Man.
I have 6 in the bank too.
Nice. Holy
Always
shit.
keep some
The
in the
bank.
bank.
Shit, don't tell them the
Yeah.
camera's on, man.
No, I'm all about sharing
I know,
now.
I'm just fucking.
I'm all about spreading the love, but I already have 6 in the bank. So keep some.
That's
in
the way to be,
bank.
though,
Yeah.
man.
it's
You gotta have
awesome.
a vault.
Yeah, a vault.
Yeah.
It's so
We have like 800 podcasts in the vault. Yeah.
It's
We
funny
actually have
because
Joe
this is
Rogan.
episode 44, right?
Yeah.
That's my address.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
44 is my
Mind
lucky
blown.
I
number.
was gonna
Mine's
say
low.
44 is this dude's number here.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's
That's
fucked
awesome.
up.
Shit,
Yeah,
man.
address.
You guys are 4G address, and that's my address.
That's crazy.
It was meant to be
Absolutely.
from the beginning.
Fucking right. Well, man, fuck.
Let's
That's
keep
awesome.
on going. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
What's the next question?
Shit.
We could ask you a bunch of questions.
Yeah. You already know what it does. Meow.
Want to get to like no quest a little bit more?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want everyone to suggest, even on the questions there, to suggest who's the next rapper that should do a Dreamland session.
Oh,
He's
there-
gonna do
Kanye.
one,
You
but
know
not
what?
him.
You know
Kanye
what?
West.
One.
No, I
think
mean someone
I
local.
know,
like-
I
know,
think
I know.
someone actually did suggest one
Yeah.
already, but
Yeah.
it was well before this. Or wait, was it? It was Rocky. I'm pretty sure. I just don't know where it is. Rocky was saying that he has to get you and Ruckus introduced to one another.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ruckus
that's
is a pretty
right.
hot
Yeah,
MC.
yeah. Ruckus would do it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you know who else? Actually, I said this to Trip was here a few days ago recording, and he
oh,
wrote
right
on.
here. I need to get Ruckus recording with Quest right there.
Ruckus.
Yeah,
Ruckus is
we'll,
his
se-
name.
we'll,
Ruckus.
we'll link them up.
He's
16
he's
and
with
60
Battle Axe.
seconds.
Okay.
You have heard of Battle
At
Axe?
That's my
I am
job, yeah.
dot
and,
quest.
Yeah, man, he's grinding hard. He's good at what he does. We performed at his EP release party.
And
that
he's
night
got
was
a good
awesome.
team too,
And
man. I
he's-
say this
yeah,
every time.
and that's it.
And he's got a good team
Yeah.
too. Like he's just
Yeah,
got
wow, the team is important, man.
very man.
We got a lot of the team watching.
we
actually.
see a lot of like I said it on my class again too. Like you see me Quest as the master class, but I'm nothing with the people behind me, man.
Yeah.
No, that true.
You need a solid entourage and team, and I'm not even talking about 50 people. I'm talking a handful of good, solid people.
Yeah, close
Yeah.
circle.
That's all you need, like a tight circle and handful of people that are pretty good at what they do and they're passionate as well
Yeah.
as you, and they bring to the table whatever skills they have. And I compare it a lot to a chess piece game. So everyone needs to play their role.
That's
so
right.
I'm not saying I'm the king, but
No, well, there always
like-
has to be a more centered or
yeah.
a bit of
That
a
assertive
leader, right?
dude,
Yes,
you know?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then you need some you call them in English the
Like followers, kind of.
No,
but
no, the
not
chess
in a bad
pieces.
way. Oh, like,
Like
the
pawn- not
rooks or
pawns.
pawns.
the pawns.
Yeah.
What's the horse? Called?
The knights.
The knights. Yeah, you need knights and
of course, you always need people fighting for
It's
it.
true though, and it is really true. And but the other thing too is it's not even like no offense when you say the pawns, right? Because it's
Yeah, I guess you
some
send them
people
out to
could
die, but...
some people could say, you know what I mean, that sounds like just
yeah.
a petty pawn, but at the same time it's all those pieces.
play a crucial.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
you know what I
play
mean? Like
part.
you still need a guy to clean the fucking toilet at night. You know, like I just
It
thought of
is
that right
true,
now, and
though.
yeah, because otherwise, you know what I mean? All these things fall apart, you know, and it's like fucking Sandra from accounting isn't gonna clean the fucking toilets at night.
yeah.
You know, and it's so it all falls into fucking. I actually
Everyone plays
I either,
the
I
roles.
feel like I either sound really dumb or really smart right now, but no, but
We know
yeah,
what you're trying to say.
You still so whenever I say that, I'm just saying it's no offense to these
No,
pawns
at
or
all,
whatever.
at all.
It's they are all part of that fucking thing that makes it all work, you know.
Mhm.
So to go back to what you said, Rock is you said he looks like he has a solid team.
Oh,
man.
for
like,
sure, like
Absolutely.
So
does,
if
for
that
sure.
plays a big role, for sure.
well, and the thing is I've actually said this probably a few times, but so I went and I was like a what do you call it, an extra in one of his videos,
Yeah.
and
him
like
Ricochet.
so he had a bunch of people that were there to
terrible,
support
but-
and be extras. He had the fucking dude, the dude, sorry, Zed, there to film it. He had it all orchestrated and was like, you do this and go here and fucking this is what's happening, fucking blah blah blah. And he had it all worked out, whatever. Then Zed went and did all the editing and stuff.
Yeah.
But then one day we had Ruckus on the show, and I went and picked him up, and we were sitting there. And actually, you know what? We had Goon on the show, which is his like boy, and they're Creep Squad together. And so we had Goon on, and this other guy, Knuckles, was supposed to come with him. he was just gonna be like the goon on the side, and like the quiet angry dude, you know.
Knuckles.
And yeah, so he was gonna bring him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not feeling good, whatever." So we turned to Ruckus, like, "You want to come?" He's like, "Okay, yeah, cool." So we get up to leave, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And Zed was sitting there. They were doing he was paying and doing all the ordering for the CDs because he got like hard copy CDs. We got one here somewhere. But he was doing all the like planning and ordering and all that shit, right? And he's like, "Oh shit, that's right, man. Like you gotta, do that shit or whatever." He's like, "I gotta stay here. I can't go." And Buddy's like, "Man," he's like, "You already gave me all your information, like your banking information and shit." He's like, "I already know what you want." He's like, "I'll do it. Go ahead." And it's like, holy fuck, you know what I mean? Like that's so sick just to have like all those people.
A trustworthy like team member that just can do that, and you can rely on them that they'll get it done. Yeah. Right.
It helps a lot.
So he definitely has that big support. So that is a good suggestion. I'll actually hit up Ruckus and be like, "Did you watch? Because if not, listen for this message."
There you go.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
60, man.
I think he would do a good one. CD. And also, okay, I tried to say this earlier, but Trip was here, and he told me to say this, so I'm saying this on his behalf. He was here a few days ago recording, and he wrote on the table, "Trip Cypher Champ." So he's like self-proclaimed himself the Cypher Champ. Right? So any rappers out there that want to refute that, feel free.
The Cypher Champ.
Yeah. So
there should be a Cypher Champ.
I think I think he would be a good candidate for the 16 and 60. I think because he's got some fire bars for sure.
Right. Well, let's make sure they listen to this then.
Definitely. Well, they're long-time friends.
There you go. Let's make sure.
But if I had to say anybody, I don't know. There's a bunch of people probably that a bunch of people I forget, and a bunch of people that I want to say before I say this. But I'm just gonna jump right to it and say I think Swisha T maybe fucking should jump on one.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be fucking totally sick.
Yeah,
pretty dope.
That'd be sick. Yeah, he's got solid bars.
Yeah, fuck.
No, I'd be curious to what would come out of it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For sure. I'd like to see the direction that would take.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about Memo Moreno?
Oh, true.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Memo Moreno.
Half Size Giants.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a member of Half Size Giants.
Yeah. There's a bunch of names we can name. Like, I want to do at least 1,000 of those.
Man,
so.
no doubt.
That's what I was saying. There's just so many artists, right, in the city that I was just never aware of before.
I'll try and jump on one, but I mean, like, fucking give me a couple years practice.
No, let's go Styles. You
Did
should
we
do one
mention
too.
Trip yet?
That's what I just told that story.
Yeah.
I think J. David would do pretty good too.
Yeah.
True.
Of course. The list goes on.
The list goes on. Everyone's already named on our table, actually.
That's a tradition, right?
Yeah,
we gotta get your name on
our table. Yeah.
You got Bob Lazar.
That was
He pulled through one night, rolled up in his Honda
UFOs
with a jet engine on it.
Yeah, he let me drive it. We have pictures of it somewhere. We haven't been able to post them.
Bob Lazar. If you can name any rapper, like international, whatever, like any rapper, who would you want to see do a Dreamland session? Any rapper.
I already have my answer.
Me too. 100%. 100%.
Don't say Melly.
No.
I'm gonna say right now.
Close though.
Royce the 5'9".
Yes.
Oh, dope.
Good choice.
He's just like one of the most underrated lyricists in my opinion.
All time.
Like he's so good.
Oh, but now they say that I have a list.
Of all time.
I have a list that just opened up. But see, like, I was gonna say Kevin Gates. That was my go-to.
Pretty dope.
Tech Nine
for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Guru. I know Guru's the rest in peace to Guru, but Guru, if he was Guru
really?
From Gangsta.
I know Guru. Yeah.
Something
they
like
just
that.
dropped an album too. Like,
what's his name? Token.
Okay.
Yeah.
Token. I think Token to be crazy.
Yeah.
I'd say the list does go on, but that's
the list does go on. I'd say like Atmosphere would be pretty dope. Going to Strange Music though, I love I can't pronounce his full name properly, but his short name's Ubi. He's part of Cess Crew.
Okay.
He rips bars.
Okay.
Mers is pretty dope too. I like Mers. He's off Strange Music too.
Okay. We see your choice of music too, like your choice of rap music.
Who do you want? next.
Yeah.
Well, not next, but I mean like.
Yeah, if you were to pick.
I would love to do one with Method Man. Too.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
you
like
know
have
what?
that a chance to just chill with Method Man or Snoop Dogg.
Now
That's
that
the
you
first
say
two
that?
names.
Snoop would be sick.
See, those
man.
would both be good for the actual like what they would do, but also for chilling with them.
Yeah, for
chilling
chilling
with
with them.
Yeah.
But now that you say that, fuck it. As soon as you said Method Man, this popped in my head. But Most Def,
Yeah. Mos Def,
Mos
Talib
Def,
Kweli,
man.
they're
Oh,
all
dude.
solid rappers.
Common if he
KRS-One.
wasn't Common if he wasn't a fucking cop or whatever he is. What does he do? He's in like NCIS or
Yeah,
something,
something
or
like
I don't
that.
know.
Because
Oh, I didn't know that.
But-
I might have made that up, but he's in some kind of
He
movie
acts,
or TV
man.
show where he's like
He acts.
he's like a
no, he's
cop
an
or
actor.
something,
Yeah, he's an actor, and that's a good way to recycle yourself too. Like,
Oh yeah.
but no, Method Man, like you said, because of the
He was
experience of
also
chilling
acting,
with
too?
the person too, and it's all about that too. So,
Oh yeah.
and
and
Snoop Dogg must have been super chill, like to chill
Oh,
with
yeah.
on the mic.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, and that's the
He
thing
was
too.
something.
It's also about you guys vibing
The
off
ambiance,
each
yeah.
other too, and like hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like with 6ix9ine,
Ah man.
like I don't think I could like
No,
and,
he
and
looks
like
like
I
a
said,
prick.
I do I do like some of his tunes.
I don't like none of his tunes.
He's
But-
the kind
at all.
of
but I'm
personality
not-
that needs to control a room, right?
Well,
it's
yeah,
gotta
and
be
it's
all
just
about
like,
him.
oh, yeah, I just feel like he would be like a big mess like, to deal
Overpowering.
with.
I
so
find his
it's like-
voice so annoying, man. It
You know, it'd
makes
be
me
sick.
want to punch babies.
You know what would be
Oh,
sick
shit.
to get on there,
Don't hit
man, and
me.
I actually think could be a possibility for you, is Shad.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be
Oh,
for
sick.
sure.
True, because
No,
I'll
he's
call
good.
him right now if you want.
Huh?
I say I'll call him right now if you want.
Actually, no, I just saw him at the festival this summer too,
Oh yeah.
at the Oktoberfest
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
at
Sick.
Van Cleek Hill.
Okay.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
been there? That's
No.
a sick festival,
Yeah.
man.
No.
Anyways, I saw him perform there. No, he's sick.
Yeah,
He's
he is,
sick.
man.
He's got
Seen
that
him
old
twice
school
now.
vibe too,
Yeah.
and he'd be dope.
He's
You're
just like
right.
a
He'd
poet,
be
too, like,
approachable
he's-
too.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, man. Yeah.
He's not too cocky.
I bet he'd like your work too, man.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
this documentary on Netflix?
True, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
Hip
Hip
Hop
Hop Evolution.
Yeah.
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 So pretty dope that it's him that did that project. So
yeah.
and it legit project as well.
Yeah,
so.
man, it's actually crazy. He's from London, Ontario. Obviously, does a lot of work out of Toronto. I never even knew about that guy till I flew all the way out to Squamish, BC, just to see Eminem perform.
Yeah.
And Shad was on earlier that day, man. I'm like, I can't believe this dude is from 3 hours away from where
Yeah.
I've lived my whole life,
Yeah.
and I find out about him
In
all the
BC.
way
Yeah.
out here.
Wow.
They spell it SHADD the way I spaz out. Yeah, shit, man. That song actually is so full. I forget what it's called. That song
one's-
is so full of fucking great bars.
His
He's
newest
like,
album.
they call me Lil Wayne Gretzky, so y'all know better than to check me in the game. like,
he's incredible, man. He's
that
like a
one's
poet,
called
honestly.
Styles, isn't it? No.
No.
But you're right. That's a good choice, man.
Mhm.
We should make that happen.
and that's actually
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll find
that's
a
like
way.
a that's like
Yeah,
a
we'll find a way.
realistic. That's a
That'd be sick.
realistic goal.
It's
like,
actually
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely is.
He's got to
Fucking
find
right.
out who his management is, right? That's what you need to do. If you need to get a hold of an artist, you get a hold of their management.
And
Sure.
but I think with a proper message on Instagram, he would answer.
maybe,
right?
yeah,
I
you might be
agree,
right.
man.
Yeah, maybe.
for sure.
I think so. Like I took a picture of him at the festival I'm talking about, and I tagged him in it, and he replied on it too. So
That's sick.
Yeah, he's not like superstar level yet.
No.
He's like
I don't
unapproachable.
think
You know
that's
what I
really
mean?
But I
what
don't
he
think that's his
wants,
goal
though,
either.
yeah.
No,
No,
I know. I'm
like-
just saying. Yeah, he's at that level where you're right.
But,
You might be able to
that'd
just
be
reach
sick,
out.
yeah,
and-
that'd be
But
sick.
probably wouldn't hesitate to put someone on that's been doing their thing for
This
That'd
a
be
long time.
sick.
This is that pink star from our sponsor at
Sponsors?
Oasis.
Nice. Shout out.
Thank you very much. Much love. Sorry, we just had to pay some bills there real quick.
Oh,
Shout out
that's
to the
great.
sponsors.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
Well, I definitely look forward to seeing
Chad.
the rest that come out
Yeah.
on your sessions.
Oh yeah, like I said, I got 6 in the bank already. So
That's
I see King Kong right there. He
Yeah,
has to
man,
drop one.
That would be dope.
he
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
drop one.
fucking
Shout out to
right.
King Kong.
Yeah, man. Kenny. Always
We've
holding
worked
it
together
down.
before, and
Yes.
sick rapper, sick
Yeah, man.
bars.
He's
Like,
got
him
crazy
through.
energy too.
Oh,
man.
he
does.
Like,
Got
crazy
crazy
energy.
energy.
Live
Yeah.
or not, you know what I mean? Like
That's crazy.
Yeah, man,
now
that's
King
what-
Khan he's actually one that I have to hit with
Yeah,
very
man.
soon. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we have to
I
make it
almost
happen.
feel guilty not mentioning names
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Malcolm's pretty dope too, man.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
been
he's
making
doing
some
his thing,
noise.
man.
Yeah.
He's working at it. He's got nice charisma on stage too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was there at Queen Street Fair
That's right.
Yeah.
he
performing.
performed early that
So
night.
no, shout out to him too. He's doing
Yeah,
his thing.
shout out Malcolm.
He has to do one too. So
Yeah, he's
That's right.
fire. He's got that attitude. I guess
Yeah.
charisma is what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably
That's
the word. Yeah.
It's part of it, man.
It's
It's
just-
it's so part of it. I have to give a shout out to Timal Garnier too. He's part of Dreamland as well,
Gang, gang.
and he's another rapper. He's more on the French Quebec side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I still have my roots over there too. So,
See, is that where you grew up and shit?
Yeah.
Like all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Gatineau.
High school and all that.
yeah. High school in Gatineau. I'm born and raised here. Gatineau, Ottawa, for me, it's the same thing. It's the
Yeah.
same city. So we're just like a big city itself. And no, I am born and raised here. Gatineau. I got roots over there, and that's where I started rapping and doing rap music.
Yo,
so-
do you remember Philly Moves?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What happened to them?
So fire. So okay.
Holy
in
shit!
2000
He met them not long ago.
Yeah, in 2016 they played at my buddy. So my buddy has a fucking shout out Josh Bros Farm. So he originally we started out like we'd be going there and like we get a keg and drink, and
Yeah.
his parents let him build a couple like bike jumps in the fucking yard, like dirt jumps and shit. And then it like got bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where like Red Bull was showing up and like they'd
What?
pull up their truck and fucking have like a DJ and shit. Like people, one summer, man, people came from it's called the Rise or Arise or something. They're from the UK, and they're a bike team from the UK, and they came over to film part of their video there. And so it became this big thing, right? So I was there, fucking, we were all partying and shit, and Philly Moves played, and I was like, oh yeah, fucking right. I'm like, I fucking, cause one of my buddies showed me one of their songs before, right? So I fucked with that one and then a few other ones and shit. But so then I was there, fucking, they performed, and I was like rapping their music and shit. And the one guy came up to me right after and was like, hey man, he's like, so sick to see somebody rapping something that like I wrote, you know? And no one there like knew who they were, right?
Oh yeah.
So then later on, I stumbled up to their trailer, and it was all fucking like dark and shit. I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Like, I'm Styles. Like, hey, what's up? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I didn't see their faces. So then a little while later, these guys roll up, and they're like, hey, what's up? And like, we shine the light on them, and it's them. And I'm like, fuck, I thought I was sitting here chilling with them. But so we ended up partying and shit. Like, they brought me into the trailer, and we all partied. And we stayed up sitting on the jump till the middle of the night and shit, or when the sun came up and shit. But they like, so they live in Toronto. But now Tynan, like the fucking, like he was like the one that rapped all the
Mhm.
time and shit. He lives in New York.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, he makes these salt caves. So like
This what?
salt caves, like you
Okay.
know, like the Himalayan pink salt.
Yeah.
Everyone's big on that, and you get the not the candles, you get the lamps that have it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. Gives off some positive shit. So he's making these caves. I couldn't imagine how much they cost, but you'd get like say this fucking basement all done with like
Walls of salt.
walls of salt. Yeah, so sometimes you get big chunks.
Wow.
Sometimes he's filling in spaces that are like, you know, this big, but it's just a bunch of little pieces, you know, whatever. But yeah, man,
That's
it
a
takes-
big thing right now.
Oh, I guess, man, because
That's
whenever he first
crazy.
moved to New York,
Wow.
shout out Tynan, by the way, tragic.
Oh yeah, bro.
um,
I've recorded him before too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so one of the
Solid guy too.
One of the first jobs he did whenever he moved to New York was they flew to fucking Calgary and did a job there. So he like went through all this process to move to the States,
Yeah.
get this job, comes to Canada and does this big job. But I guess I'm assuming it must be a lot, man. Like you must be getting a lot of money to make these fucking, because you'd have to get how much Himalayan fucking salt, because some of them are big, man. Like they're fucking, well, like I said, like this basement would just be like, yeah,
Let's
man.
see a picture.
I
see
wouldn't
if
even
you
know where to
can-
find that. I'll try to
This,
find it.
It's
Himalayan
the first time I
salt
get to
caves.
see,
Yeah.
get to say that. You're
Or-
like Jamie.
Yeah,
Joe
exactly.
Rogan. Go get a picture.
That's awesome.
Jamie, do you want this?
I'll take some. Oh, now you're distracting me from.
Sorry, I know. I'm
my
actually gonna
duties.
try and I'm with him on the.
Okay, what am I even trying to find? Himalayan
Just
salt.
Himalayan salt cave, yeah.
I'm just afraid, like a specific one. I'm sure there's more.
One sec here. I'll pull it up on homie's fucking Facebook and shit. So
Like
We're about to
Himalayan,
see some shit right
Himalayan
here.
pink
Tragic
salt.
would be a sick one too. For a Dreamland session too. so-
Yeah, man, no doubt. Oh man, what's that one song?
So like that's like a wall, right? But he'll do that like all in a fucking house. And shit.
Yeah.
Or not in a house, but like in like, you know,
Look
one
at these. Look at these.
we like run one
It's like,
room.
love it.
That's just like a wall, right? I don't know.
You probably can't see that. That's too much smoke.
Um,
I'm seeing it here up online though. I'll try to bring up a.
Yeah, bring one over. Cause like, yeah, man, he's been posting a bunch of shit. Like there's him standing in front of one. Or like just in front of
Yeah,
a
those
wall.
are
But yeah, he's been doing that shit, man. Like,
in New York.
yeah, man.
That's
Himalayan
Like I
pink
said,
salt
one of the
walls.
first jobs he did, I'm pretty sure was in like fucking Calgary or some shit.
They look like really like therapeutic rooms, you know, like
I think
spa
that's like, yeah.
type rooms almost.
Like he does shit like this too, I guess. So he's
Yeah.
just like
Man,
fucking. I
that'd
don't
be
think it's
pretty tough.
specifically just the salt caves, but
Should
no, he's
get
a-
the studio decked out and that shit.
he's a sick. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's supposed to be like give you some kind of positive or negative
No
or
doubt.
fucking whatever shit.
Yeah.
But no, he's a super dope lad, man. Fucking
Nice soul. Nice soul.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
should drop one too.
me and him actually fucking got along really well. Like, I always say that I have inside jokes with myself, and like, I think that that's like weird, right? But so I like say that to people, and like he said something. It was me and him standing outside of like a group of people at a fire, because this party is like so many people, right? There's little fires everywhere, little parties everywhere. So we're standing just outside of the edge of this like group of people partying. And he said something and started laughing. I was like, what? And he's like, oh, it's just an inside joke I have with myself. I'm like, what?
What?
I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I have
thought that
inside
was the
jokes
only
with
one.
myself. Like, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
We all do it in a
We-
secret way too.
True,
so-
true. But no, we got along really well. He's a good lad. And he would, yeah, like you said, he'd be another good one for that.
Yeah.
We'll fly him up.
Philly moves. Wow.
Yeah, so, man, the song that got me on them was my buddy shared the song, oh, shit. So High or something. Or it was like buddy's playing the guitar, and like in the video, they're like on a boat.
The boat
The
one.
fucking-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. Mine was the one. Oh man.
So
It
good.
said something about
So
Batman, and I'm in the alley making beats with the trash can.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
it's so
Nickelback
sick.
Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah,
They
we
had a
got-
couple nice videos, man. They,
Yeah.
They were dope.
Yeah, we're all over the place here. Uh oh, it's coming.
Bless you,
I was thinking
sir.
of bringing something back. Want to do some quick questions or what?
These are
Get to know you a little
the
bit.
speed questions.
Like pizza or tacos.
Pizza,
Powerade or Gatorade.
Gatorade, the lime one.
If you get them wrong, we pull this lever and the
Get
door opens
Gatorade.
up.
Uh-oh.
The lime one.
Gin or vodka?
Gin. I love Tanqueray.
Because
of Snoop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, my mom always drank Tanqueray.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Plane or train, as in traveling. Would you rather take a plane or would you rather take a train?
Wow. I've only taken the train once
Yeah,
in my life.
yeah. I've taken it a couple times.
I think I'm about to.
It was via train.
via rail. Yeah.
Via rail, yeah.
Yeah.
It's I only taken the train once.
Mhm.
It's hard to say. Like, I would take a train like those ones in the Europe countries that goes
Yeah,
in
that's,
mountains.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
man,
yeah,
that would
man.
be pretty.
That'd be
sick.
the best way to travel.
They have a
for
Canadian tour like that.
Yeah,
That's
in the
sick.
Rockies,
Those
yeah,
shows are
via
shit,
rail. Yeah.
In Banff and everything. So yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
have that would be nicer. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for sure, man.
Nice.
Tattoos or piercings?
sure. Tattoos,
There you go.
piercings. No tattoos.
Boobs or booty?
Booty.
Hey.
100%.
That's not even-
My man.
Would you rather be deep sea or deep space?
The sea is scary.
It is,
Holy
man.
fuck. And
It
people talk
is.
about space, man. No, the sea is
I
scary.
agree with this guy.
And
It's pretty
yeah.
lonely up there, though.
No, the deep
Oh.
Seaman,
I don't know.
there's so
yeah.
much things that live in the oceans that we don't even know about.
That's
like,
true.
Oh yeah, like a
It's
large
crazy.
percentage, I believe.
Those huge squids, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Go see
The
documentaries
Kraken.
of huge squids. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. No thanks, man. I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
we're
not
scared
gonna-
of a dog? No, like, you don't want to get lost in deep sea. Like,
Yeah, man.
So Quest is going to space.
Uh,
I think I would too.
but space, we don't even know anything
it.
about it
Yeah.
at all. So we can't even describe
I
what
think that's it.
what
I haven't-
space is.
Yeah,
so
I haven't seen what's out there, so I'll fucking take that over. But I'm probably my mind will go nuts on. You know what I'm saying?
it's too fuck.
Yeah.
You don't even want to talk about space because it's a never-ending story too. Like,
Oh,
where are you gonna start and where you're gonna end about talk about
Absolutely.
space. So
right.
no, but deep sea. Holy
Dude, yeah.
shit.
Oh, fuck. There's
Scary.
also like animals they're like that are like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
you
man,
know what
the
I mean?
megalodon.
Yo, dude, I saw
Yeah.
a video today. Actually, a dude caught a fish that was fucking 700 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm no fucking
Holy
kidding.
fuck.
This thing was the size of a
Yo,
goddamn
you
boat.
ever seen a
And he, like-
sturgeon, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like fucking. Their
They're crazy,
scales
man.
are like half the size of my fucking
No,
hand.
it's dinosaurs.
They're and
It's
they're totally like
dinosaurs.
it's wearing a fucking
Look at an
shield.
alligator. It's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
It's crazy. It just has feet now. Like, it was a fish, but it just has feet now.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, deep sea's
It's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine the back in the days, like in the colonial times, like they
Mhm.
had to like travel in boats. So,
yeah, man. Absolutely. What was it?
You're talking about travel,
Yeah.
going for months on the sea. and
Yeah,
then-
man.
Man, it's like someone just said this to me the other day. Travis Barker, he doesn't fly anymore.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
whenever they're playing somewhere or something's happening, he's going somewhere. He like plans to like boat there and shit, right?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
well,
couldn't
and-
imagine. It takes so
and-
much more time and shit,
and
right?
plane,
Yeah.
man.
And yo,
That's
have you
a crazy
seen some of those
thought, too.
videos on ships
Oh,
though?
Yeah,
and
like
that,
floating.
like fucking like ships that get caught in crazy
Yeah.
goddamn like
Yeah.
you know
Storms
Yeah,
and stuff.
and-
Yeah. The
Perfect
waves.
ships-
storm.
all the furniture inside just
Yeah.
getting shipped
Yeah.
from one side to the next.
Titanic stuff.
It's like goddamn, I wouldn't
man,
want to
I
travel
would-
like that.
No, man.
No,
I'd rather
man.
take a plane.
Yeah.
You get
I know
one
that wasn't the
fucking
question,
bad
but-
storm or some shit.
But
For sure.
taking a plane, it's a scary thought too. Like,
It is, man. I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
nightmares of going down
Well,
in
yeah,
a plane,
because
man.
if you think about it, it's real fast. It's just going real fast. It's catching that fucking little
Drift.
drift,
Yeah.
and then you're going up, and then now you're like, at some point they shut off the fucking motors and
Yes.
you just glide.
Yeah,
and
you
shit,
you just
right?
glide,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's like you are just sitting there, and if something fucks up or if something hits you the wrong way or whatever, like sure you
It's,
could like fucking they're gonna start up the engines and drive it and try and fucking get out of it. but
it's,
it's
scary
just something,
thought,
yeah, like,
man. Imagine being
It's
on
not
the
like your
plane.
four wheels are on the ground and you're driving a fucking.
But at least you know you
80K
have
down
like
the
what,
road.
like 30,000 feet to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and some
true.
people will be like, "Well, at least you know when you hit the ground, that's how." It's like, no, you're literally gonna be in panic mode,
I guess
knowing what's up.
It's
for
kind of like
a long time, and that's gonna be
it's
torture.
That's
It's
torture.
Like,
it's
yeah,
like worse.
man.
It's like worse than the
Screw
roller
that.
coaster thing. So like I went to Wonderland there, like not this summer but the summer before. So me and my buddy go there. It was like some big dude, right? So I'm like, oh fuck, like I wonder if like I'm gonna be able to like get in some of these rides and shit, right? So some of them I actually like couldn't get in. And like fucking most of it was just because like they wouldn't come
Harness,
down
yeah,
over my
yeah.
shoulders. But anyway, so there was one where like, man, you put a fucking lap buckle on and then you pull this fucking padded thing onto your legs
Mhm.
and then you push it down
Yeah.
and it goes click 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 click, and then up there's like a green light for every seat. Okay, it's good to go. Well, mine, I'm like, oh, I won't go on. I guess I can't go on the ride, right? They're like, no, this fucking dude's like jumps on it, goes click, it clicks once, and it's like, oh, the green light. I'm like, man, it's squished down on my legs. I'm like, barely holding on. I'm like, this fucking breaks. I'm like, it's just this lap buckle and shit. The fuck? And so my buddy said on the way down, I was talking about it, and I was like, oh man, like, I'm like, the fuck, like, what if something happens and shit? I'm like, kind of like, I normally shit doesn't really bug me, but just thinking about it. And I'm like, here, he said to me, he goes, well, think about it. He's like, you're basically like dying, right? So like, fuck it,
I mean,
right?
yeah.
Like, it's going to be a second or two of like, oh, fuck, you might even pass out from it and you're dead, right? We're walking into the fucking park and this guy and his girlfriend, this big, like, buff, jacked up dude, right? He's walking with
Yeah.
his little tight, like, blonde girlfriend. And I hear this guy talking. He's like, he's like, the way I see it, he's like, fuck it. Because he's like, if you fly out, he's like, you're fucking dying. So he's like, it doesn't matter.
They're
right?
like having the same conversation.
And I was like, holy shit! I'm like, he's got it right. He's totally got it right. So I'm like on this roller coaster, thinking like I said, they like jumped on it just to like go click. And I'm riding around this roller coaster, go, holy fuck, and it would come down, and I'm like, hey, this is the part where I fly out and die, like, you know, shit like that. Or we went on the one thing where it goes up and it spins around. Thanks. You're in like a fucking like a swing, basically, right? You're sitting beside your buddy, and it goes way up in the air, and then it spins around. So then you go out like this, right? So I'm looking, going, oh, at least if I fly off now, I'll come around and hit that water. And they're like, oh, if I fly off now, I'm hitting those kids at the cotton candy, you know, and shit like that. But yeah, I don't know how that related, but
this is just, we got onto one of those
never-ending
tales of Styles the Prophet.
We were literally debating between deep sea or outer space.
And then got out of control, man.
All right, bringing it back. Would you rather never laugh again or never use your smartphone again?
Wow. You want to laugh for sure.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
I could give up my cell phone in a heartbeat if the option was still.
No, you have to be able to laugh for sure. Laugh is
right?
the best medicine. Yeah, they say it and I believe it for sure.
It related because of the planes. If you're crashing in a plane, you're fucking dying. But the thing is that it takes a really long time for you to get to the ground, so you have so much time to worry about dying.
Yeah.
Whereas on the roller coaster, you're driven into the ground.
Yeah.
There we go. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
You found it.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, no, laugh for sure. Fuck the
man.
smartphones. Yeah.
Damn right. Would you rather be gossiped about or never talked about at all?
Oh. Never.
Never talked about it at all?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Gossip is well, you mean the harmful gossip?
Well, I don't know.
I guess, yeah.
I guess it's both, right?
The mind fuck gossip, yeah. No.
Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everybody else was?
That's hard. That's hard. I'm getting distracted.
Sorry, man. Yeah.
No, that's a tough one. Fuck.
Makes you think a little bit.
Forget who you are. That's hard. Like, no, I'd rather remember everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember everyone else that had an impact on yourself too, for sure. I got a lot of nice people. I got a lot of nice people. I never want to forget for sure.
That's awesome.
And you can figure out who yourself is.
Yeah. By knowing these
probably
people.
more so. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So there you go. I debunked that question.
Yeah. Would you rather be born with an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck?
Elephant trunk on your face.
A trunk. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Hey man, it is what it is.
A long neck, yeah. It'd be weird.
It'd be weird.
Yeah. A trunk as well, but no, a trunk.
Yeah. Would you rather be forgotten or hatefully remembered?
Forgotten.
Forgotten.
Hatefully remembered.
That's not the best, right?
Like Hitler?
Yeah, it would be like Hitler, yeah.
What?
All right, would you rather fight Mike Tyson or talk to him for the rest of your life?
I'd fight him.
You're fucking right.
Yeah, I'd fight him.
Bro,
I'd fight him and
take the knockout.
Take the punch.
Because it would only be one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I watched like a lot of fucking.
Because the other option is what you have to talk to him the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like, only him.
No, not well. I guess not
Doesn't
only
specify.
him, but you know he's in your daily routine.
I don't know. He has an annoying voice.
Yeah.
But he has a podcast too. No.
Yeah,
he does. That's right.
Hot box with Mike. Or
something like that.
The hot box, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he smokes now. He's all about
it's
it.
hot boxing because
Yeah.
he's a boxer. Hot boxing.
Oh yes. Oh.
They do smoke, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a runoff with both, right?
You just learned something too.
That's the second one today. Look.
Would you rather like an old man's stinky armpit or chew on a rotten yellow toenail?
Oh shit, the toenail's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Get
first
it.
option.
Yeah.
Please.
Not that you want to do.
Yeah, no.
We get it. I would rather fight 100 duck-sized horses
This is
or
good.
one horse-sized duck.
100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
That's cute in the picture of it.
Yeah, right?
It's kind of cute. What? It's kind of cute, like having
Oh,
those
totally.
tiny horses.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Wow.
It's little, like, tiny horses.
yeah.
You know?
I'd rather fight that.
Then one
You
horse-sized
kick
duck.
them. You kick them.
Yeah,
like,
because
it's crazy.
man, a big duck
You
could be
imagine a
pretty vicious.
horse-sized duck?
Oh yeah, I could eat your head.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, a duck can fuck you up like at his actual size right now.
Yeah,
Motherfucker will take the whole loaf.
Have you seen those geese? I guess like whatever they're called.
The Canadian
The
one?
which
No,
ones?
I'm sorry.
The one you always see on the parks, like. On
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
totally, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
they're like dangerous. Well, not dangerous, but they're
Well,
like they
they'll-
can be
They'll
fucking
nip
wild.
you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be crazy.
For sure. And they stank, too.
100 size duck-sized horse. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Would you rather go about your day naked or fall asleep for a whole year?
I'd go a day naked.
Yeah, man.
I
Why
like to be
not?
naked.
Yeah.
I actually
go.
like it.
That's great.
No, I like my body. Like I'm not even ashamed of it. I'd
Yeah.
go to work naked. Like,
Like
Yeah,
you're just in
right,
your
it's the real
studio.
No,
it'd be,
no shame.
it'd be
Yeah.
strange. It'd be strange in a moment right now.
I could
but,
just
you know.
picture you too, because we got the little video tour of your studio. I could just picture you like, yeah. Like, Heavy, you go fucking do your part.
That's a cool concept. And we just censor like the
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. I might have to do that now.
Can't wait to see it.
Sick.
Yeah, it's all yours, man. Yeah,
All right.
That'd be
I
a
like
funny
a
skit.
comfortable
It
atmosphere.
would be
yeah.
hilarious.
You don't even mention that. You're just seeing me naked.
Yeah.
So then everyone acts normal
It's your
around.
turn.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
All right, last but not least. Would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or 10 different lives that last 100 years each?
Wow. 10 different lives, I guess. If you get it, one life, 1,000 years, and it's
It's like
a
that's like
sucky life.
vampire. That's like
Yeah.
vampire type stuff. I suppose.
I'd be in a different type of lifestyle for sure, but
Absolutely.
10 different lives.
It's a lot of lives, man.
100
Yeah.
years
That'd be like
each.
9 more after
You could do a lot of
this.
100 years.
You could be anything. Yeah, that's
That's it,
crazy.
man.
Not that I want to be something else.
Oops, sorry, everybody.
What'd you do?
Drop my
You're
lighter.
later.
Oh.
Yeah, more
And that's
questions.
qu- and
More
that-
questions.
That's all I got prepared, anyways.
Yeah.
Would you rather be? Oh no, that
Wait,
one's
I do
obvious.
actually. I have a great question. What
for it.
is your favorite color?
Oh,
Color. I like all those khakis colors. Like
khakis. You like khaki?
I mean the earth tone.
Yeah.
yeah.
colors,
It's like a brownie.
yeah.
Like almost like this. in a
yeah,
way.
or the classic
Little bit
Dickies or
lighter.
type
Yeah.
color, or the heather gray color.
I
What if
like
you had
those
to have a
pants, by
second
the
favorite
way.
color?
Hmm?
I like those pants, by the way.
Those?
I noticed those whenever you walked up
Burgundy?
earlier. Yeah, I just like the
Nice.
color.
Burgundy, yeah.
I like that color.
Do I have to show the pants now? Like,
All right.
No, yeah,
so-
shit. There we go. Yeah.
I think that is the
exact same color
as your pants.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah,
It's the exact same color as your
there
pants.
you go. It's like a vampire wine.
So
Or what is it?
a
say?
vampire wine.
That's
It's
it.
not
That's a,
khaki.
Vampire red wrap.
it's not
around
khaki,
edges.
but it's the same as your pants.
that's the
Vampire
first
wine.
special edition one I've
It's like
given
a
away.
decal too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. I'm not gonna put it on my pants, but yeah.
No, of course.
I would. That's great.
No, I like it. I like
Maybe-
it. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna put that somewhere on the
It
wall.
can go on your-
I got a wall of stickers.
There you go.
Nice,
Or like a
man.
laptop or a desk or like speakers, wherever. you-
Everywhere. It's all
wherever you
about
wanna
the
put it.
spreading the movie.
Dreamland.
Yeah, in the background of the 16 and 60.
you just hit a little
Right
fancy
there,
logo.
sponsor. No, I might have to get some sponsors in it someday too. That'd be sick.
No
Yeah.
doubt, man.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Serious, yeah.
Have a couple sponsors.
Fucking right.
That'd be great.
What else?
What do we got?
Well, we usually ask our guests to like spit a
Oh,
few
yeah,
bars or
I was
like
gonna
to throw an
say. I'm not gonna
instrumental,
do
but
that.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
It's funny.
I've
I was
ne-
gonna
I've
bring that
never,
up too.
I've never tried.
Never ever.
Oh well, maybe
Never
maybe
tried.
You should
Not
get,
even tried.
you should get out of your
Shit,
get out of your
yeah.
comfort zone a little bit. And,
No, I won't try it now, but
Of course, no, we won't put you on the
But,
spot like that.
Crazy,
eventually,
yeah.
it might do. One day, I might. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for fun, man.
But I've never tried yet.
Now that you're
It's
getting,
crazy.
A lot of
now that you're
fun,
getting a
man.
taste of that spotlight.
It's not even. It's not necessarily about the spotlight itself, but more of a taking the time to try to actually write something. No, no.
Yeah.
I've always been more keen to like finding different sounds to mash well together.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was my way to like speak about with music.
Yeah.
That was actually my way to write or get my message out there. So
Yeah.
I was always keen to like just making sounds and not even trying to write lyrics at all. Having the chance to record all these rappers in their different style of writing lyrics. Of course, if I tried, I might be good. I might be able to like figure it out for sure. I might drop a Dreamland Sessions one day too.
That'd be
Out of the
killer.
blue, out of nowhere.
That
like,
would be so killer.
sick.
That would be sick, man.
Imagine.
That's one of the ones in
Get
the
it on
vault.
your own.
No.
That'd be funny. But I think I'm gonna have to too.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Eventually.
That's,
Absolutely, man. That would
fuck,
be
that's what I
sick.
should have said.
Might be episode session 44. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know.
Keep the
Yeah.
trim going.
Why not, right?
I'm at 28 now. Yeah, so it might be 44.
You got some time to think about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Fucking right.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, if
I'm
you can believe it, me too.
What's the time at,
it's
Jones?
we
I gotta write my name. On
we
Yeah,
we
sign the
do,
table.
yeah, for sure. We got to get a picture with you after the episode there too.
Yeah, that's how we do.
We've
You
been
can
going.
move this even if you want. Everyone's kind of just, well, they filled that area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wherever you
get
got
it.
space
Get
there.
it where you can.
Anywhere you want, really.
That's what she said.
So we just hit 2 hours and 20 minutes for the stream.
No
Nice.
way.
What's the record?
Say word. I think we had a like almost 4-hour one, but
That was like one of our first ones where we
But it
just left
wouldn't
it
have
Just let it
been,
roll for a
yeah.
bit.
So this
I
is
would
kind of it's
say
one of the longest ones in
It is
recent.
one of the
this
longer
is, yeah.
ones for sure.
And it's
I
been a
want the
pleasure.
record.
the line.
Yeah.
All right, let's find a
That's
spot
great.
for this.
It
I
got
almost wanna
dusty
know
in here
now.
all of a sudden. What happened?
Yeah, see,
Did
yeah,
it?
it's all the fucking weed smoke.
It's just moving shit on the table, I guess.
Shit. Being blessed with the quest.
Blessed with the
You
quest.
honestly look blended in right with the backdrop.
But I'm a floating head.
You're a floating
man.
head.
Yeah.
Floating head and logo.
Oh my laptop's gonna.
Oh wait, this one.
Floating it.
And then,
There it is. This
shit.
table's gonna go for a lot one day.
Yeah. We're gonna raffle it off. Along with
Wow.
3 dates with me.
My man.
Free
yeah.
dates.
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah.
Timinator's been requesting that track all night.
Right.
Should
I
maybe
yeah.
fade out with that or what?
sure. I'm
I want to
gonna.
hear that track.
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Yeah.
This is one of my tracks we performed at Ruckus's release party.
That's right. What's it called?
This is Demons.
By Jonesy.
Yeah. So let's see what's going on here.
And this is the remastered version by
Yeah.
Timinator.
Inlander.
So when I get this feeling, I just get a pen and write. This how I battle demons I've been seeing all my life. And I just can't defeat them, so I beat them with the mic. The same freedom, that's the reason that I lay awake at night. Thinking just another sentence, just another fucking line. I'ma feed them what they need and I'ma leave them to decide. If it's me they really want it or just something on the side. That they ride like whatever, motherfucker, get their life. I'ma rise right above it. Fuck it, I'm alive, analyze what I'm loving, try to keep it in my sight. And if I try, but I lose, then at least I know I tried. I got my pride, I never lose it, and I prove it when I rhyme, I'm on my mind. I know it, I can see the fucking sign. It's fine, I keep going, I keep flowing on the mic. It's how I battle demons, I've been fleeing all my life. But now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. Yeah, all my demons wanna fight. Yeah. Now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. Yeah. But now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. But now I stand strong, all my demons wanna. When I'm caught in this rut, I just drop whatever the fuck comes up in my thoughts first, no matter the source. I just talk till my jaw hurts, and somehow it all works. It's like I'm using the force, like I'm walking the sky. Curse
with the talent but no courage to fly. Worse, I could flourish but I'm stuck in his mind. I'm setting myself up, it's inevitable. Time is irrelevant, yo, it's just a hell of a ride. If I said I wasn't trying, I'd be telling a lie. Cause I'ma give it all I got when I'm spitting these rhymes. And at times it's like I'm dying but I'm bound to survive. Yo, my heart's beating strong and that's the sound of my life. Yo, I thrive under pressure so you better realize that I'm never gonna stop till my ability dies. These demons better kill me cause I'm eager to rise. Just like my name was fucking Lazarus, I'm hardly surprised if my demons wanna fight. All my demons wanna fight. Now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. But now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. I'm on my mind. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking sign. But now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. If I look at my past, I've made some fucking mistakes. I'm going hard, living fast like I'm cutting the brakes. Playing poker in the frozen aisle, I'm up in the stakes. I give a fuck what you say, get the fuck out my face. It's like a race, I'll be running this, I'm coming to take everything they said I'd never get, I'm getting it. Hey, now these demons looking at me and they red in the face. Cause I just showed them what'll happen when they're betting against me. I'ma hit them with the skill that they can't see. Coming like I'm something that is moving at light speed. I'ma keep pursuing this, I'm doing this right. See, I'm in my own lane, nobody doing it like me. But these demons try to ruin this, assuming that I'm doing this for them and not a tool to define me. Yeah, I know I got a crew that's behind me, but now I stand strong. All my demons wanna, yeah, all my demons wanna fight. Now I stand strong, all my demons wanna fight. Yeah, I know it, I can see the fucking.
Yeah.
And that's Demons.
Breka.
That one goes out to Timinator.
That's Demons by
Sick track.
Jonesy. You can get him at Jones333 on Instagram.
Yep.
Terminator Songs mastered that, I believe.
Wow, he sent it out
And
to Lander for so like
Okay,
so
okay,
to Lander.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I just
okay.
sent him the
he did the
You sent
footwork.
him in
yeah, I
your
just sent him
song.
the track. We performed it at that show, and he
Yeah.
really wanted to call. And
Yeah,
I
he
don't
likes
have
it.
any music on like Spotify or anything yet. So I'm like, yo, here, take this
Sick.
this
Yeah.
copy of it, and
Sick.
Yeah,
he
it's good.
put it through Lander, and that's
Good job, man.
so
Keep
what he sent
crafting.
back.
Yeah, shout out
thanks.
to Terminator too, man.
Terminator.
Doing his thing.
Yeah,
Doing his
yeah.
thing.
Any motherfucking way. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah,
No,
we
thanks for
appreciate
having
it,
me, man.
Seriously.
We'll have you back out anytime.
It's a
yeah,
trip.
and
Yeah.
we're looking forward to
It's
having
worth It's worth it, man.
All of your
like I
artists
said,
come
you
through.
keep doing it, man. We need people like you doing this kind of shit. So
fucking right, man.
no, I'm
and we
proud-
need people like you.
I was
I'm
gonna
happy to
say,
be
yeah.
coming here, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Fuck.
I've never been in this area before too, so
Yeah. Give you a little tour.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
welcome
check
to
out
our
the
neck of
water.
the
Right by
woods.
the yacht club.
Yeah, show you the abandoned house that Jason Voorhees used to live in.
Classic.
Yeah,
No, man.
anyways.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
pleasure's
bro.
ours.
Our pleasure, yeah.
Seriously. Much love to everybody at Dreamland. We're fucking watching.
That's right.
Good
Um,
job. Good job.
We want every single one of you. Like Uncle Sam, we
Dreamlandstudios.ca.
want you.
That's the
what's up.
website.
Yeah, seriously, check
Follow
out. They
the
got some
boss.
fly ass shit. I don't know. I didn't check it
If
out.
you want
but
to support
do you
artists,
have
man,
those? Do you have those? You know the ones that are like your personal fucking
With
hoodies.
the
Are you
camel
selling
kind of look
those,
to
or
it.
is that
you
like
can,
your like?
yeah, you can purchase it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. If you
Sick.
want to support it and have a Quest one, yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's like
Those
oh,
are
I
the
see.
Quest
Okay,
ones,
yeah.
yeah.
But
There's
I
one
can I
with the
get it
name.
without your
Yeah,
name,
yeah.
or like get one with my name?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Okay, I'm working
No,
on this.
and that's the best way to support artists, man.
Yeah,
Right
man.
now,
Fuck.
like,
So check it out, dreamlandstudios.ca, dreamland.studios on Instagram. I am Quest on Instagram and Facebook
and YouTube,
and YouTube. Shit, forgot about that one. All the fucking fancy ones.
everyone.
Subscribe to us. Subscribe to him. Fucking check out all of his artists. We fucking out here.
Thanks.
Peace.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Thanks for liking and all the comments and subscribing.
Basement Weirdos.
We love y'all.
Signing off. Catch you in the next one.
Peace.